save me from the fact that I don't have 2 monitors.
It's more that you have a really shitty computer.
Well, it wasn't.
Emma's computer the other day. What were we doing? We were uploading some images, just some images to Google
We were
Docs.
doing Vals and Yanel, what's in their bag.
And it started. It's like it was chewing something. Like the computer sounded like it was.
It's a mimic.
Gravel. It was very, very odd. And it made me uncomfortable.
It made me uncomfortable.
Yeah.
It's doing it now.
Is it really?
Because I'm trying to open a new.
You record that sound because it's a weird noise.
Oh, it sounds like a computer fan, but a little bit more like punk.
It sounds like it's chewing something.
Yeah.
I think.
It's like, oh, it's not the nighttime one. Guys, I have a map. Oh, it is the nighttime one. Never mind, kings.
Is this the locked straw?
No, that's already in there. This is for something else for later.
Are we at the locked straw?
You are okay. Let's do the recap because Aelin has started the thing and I can do this. So, yes, so the map for today is the same as this one I sent previous. Jar.
I'm done.
Wow, my computer does not like me right now. Aren't we at the idle hand?
Are we at the idle hand?
We're at the idle hand.
Surely I have
No,
it's the locked straw.
What the fuck? All of my notes say the idle hand.
I've got we're at Valis and Yanel's house.
Yes. So yeah, the last thing I will recap for you.
No, we were all seated around a table, and Valis had a sleep attack.
It's true, and I can prove it with this recap. So if you're all ready, okay. So everyone, this is session 6, allegedly 7. Allegedly, probably is session 7, and one of them just disappeared from my brain.
It's actually session 6.
Wait.
This is actually 6 because we had a session 0.
Okay.
If you make session 0 session 1, it's session 7. But if you
sorry, it is session 6. I'm fine then.
This is our 7th session, but it's session 6.
Okay, session 6. No more ambiguity. It is locked in, and this is also no more ambiguity.
It's the locked jaw.
The locked jaw.
Yeah.
All of my notes say otherwise, but I'm going to change it right here and right now.
I've got it in my notes.
Fair enough. Okay. So after escaping from the Underdark, you will find yourselves beneath Malik's bar. You take solace in drink while Malik and his bar staff organize a safe house for Oren and their family. Oren speaks to Roland, who feels responsible for putting his family in danger and potentially getting Colin killed. He beseeches Oren to find out what happened to him and forgive him for his mistakes. Knowing that the Sisterhood may come looking for Oren and all of you who are accomplices in getting no less than 5 Sisterhood members killed, Valis and Yanel offer to let you stay in their house, putting you up in their home while you figure out your next steps. But before you leave the locked jaw, Nizana confronts you and says that Valis has given his care over to her in a shocking revelation. But the team bands together and intimidates her enough that she backs off, realizing that the rest of the masks can see her acting a bit freaky. So, you guys sense the growing tensions, end the conversation, and escape to the safety of Valis and Yanel's home. Erwin, you are obviously given your own room. Of course you should be. Mm-hmm. But in this room, you find a mysterious journal. Whether it's there meant for you, whether it's something Yanel forgot to put away, who knows? Regardless, you open it and find your name inscribed in the front cover. And on the side where a pen would usually go, a thin vial of clear liquid. The journal, once you scratch into it, promises you power in return for what you want.
Your soul.
Indeed. After suffering a sleep attack on the way home, just from the whole stress of everything, Valis, you awake, realise you're safe, and also realise you forgot to get your bloody guns. And so you give Malik a quick call and ask him to get them for you. He offers to do so, despite the fact that he is wearing cucumbers over his eyes and having a martini. No, I'm joking. But he also suggests that you should come back and live with him. He doesn't think Yanel is helping you get any better, caring for you, and your return from the Underdark and all your wounds are proof of that in his mind.
It's going to be great playing Valis when I also feel quite sick.
Have you had an anti-sickness?
Yes. I got my cyclozine.
Now that conversation ends with Valis promising to do his best, and Malik saying, "I don't believe you." But regardless, you all rest. Yanel apologizes for shackling your wrist, but you guys sleep shackled together like you always do. And the next day, you wake up and you'll go out on the town for a bit of fun before the wake.
Oh,
yes. Erwin, you meet a mage called Kyvia, who gives you some vital information about your husband's murder, that the hair found on his body belonged to a mage in Erasure, whose shop you know rather well. And if you are to go to Erasure, you can visit that shop, you know where it is. Ellie, you also contract Kyvia to translate some runes for you, which you found alongside your mysterious artifact, which he promises to translate for you by tomorrow morning, so the morning after the wake. You also find, excitingly, a druid who's closing up their shop, offering skeletons, fossils, etc. for a crazy good price, and you begin working on your homunculus abnormal thing creature of the night skeleton. Abomination, as Yanel would call it. And as you guys pass by the idle hand, you pick up a letter from Solon, the Locked Jaw. There are different taverns. Why should I make so many? You pick up a letter from Solon, which seems to be from your father, Ellie. He says that he has fled Efrana to protect his research from the militant faith, and has left you some coin to collect, which should help protect you and make life over in Calcariat easier. Malik, who is obviously there because he owns the place, suggests sticking around until the wake, which is going to happen in about an hour. Valis takes the opportunity to reveal that he narrowly escaped getting married to Nizana, and she took the rejection pretty badly. Erwin and Ellie and Oran all offer advice to mixed reception, but the conversation stresses Valis out so much that he has another sleep attack. Oh my god, except this one's different. Because he has fever, sweat breaks out, no one's looking good, slams his head down the table, slams up, he's still asleep, but there's a guy there now. I don't know what I'm doing. So he has a dream visitor, mildly threatening, mildly helpful. In the end, after a questionable discussion, confrontation, the dream visitor decides to send someone to Valis to check on his progress. Who? He does not say.
Doesn't know what progress he's supposed to be making on anything.
Nope. After praising your strange allies, you secretly grab a strand of his hair before he disappears and returns you to the waking world. And as you guys wake up, the wake begins. So, I say you guys as if everybody was asleep. Valis was asleep. You guys were just watching him nap for about a minute and a half. Like, what the fuck? Anyway. You guys all watch as Drow filter in to the tavern. No longer in their gear. Most are wearing pretty dark, nondescript clothing. Anything to blend in with the shadows of falling night outside. Before long, the idle hand is packed. It is closed off, It is closed off from the public for the night. And inside, you see far more masked members than even you guys all travelled with. People who you recognise from your mission, people who you don't recognise at all. You also notice Nizana in a kind of like white muscle tee, which goes like just below her throat. Black trousers, always wearing a sword on her belt. For the first time you see her though with her hair down, and it is cut into kind of like a jagged line at the bottom. She's clearly done this herself. The seer is there. She is wearing normal-ish clothing, except I think that she's got like a strange, like clownish jacket on, like with patchwork stuff. And she excitedly sort of says, and I won it at the fucking carnival. You hear her say it as she passes your table and gives you all the smile. It's interesting, despite the fact that this is a wake, everybody seems to be in pretty good spirits. And Yanel looks around and just says, this is not what funerals are like where I'm from. Not at all. As you guys can see, it is very peculiar. So, the wake has begun. What would you like to do?
I'll grab a round of drinks if no one does anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, you guys head up to the bar. You can get a round of drinks.
Yeah.
As you wish. At the bar, you see Malik and Solon. Solon is speaking to another drow man who you recognize as the other person who runs the safe houses with the burn on his face. Malik is also behind the bar, but you notice he's got like two eyes firmly on Nizana pretty much wherever she goes, just like constantly on lookout. Whereas Yanel sort of hung back and actually seems to be speaking to Vasir very quickly, away from the rest of the group. But you guys get to the front. And as you know, there are a whole host of different drinks you can get here.
Can I haggle to get free drinks from Malik?
Can you haggle to get free drinks from Malik?
Everyone.
For everyone?
Yeah.
Who is everyone?
My table.
Your table?
Yeah.
Malik says, you're pretty expensive, Valis.
Just one round.
Just one round?
Yeah.
What do you want?
What do I want? He looks at
Orcish, Elven, brandy, halfling tea?
She'll have tea, probably. Points at Owen.
This is halfling tea.
Halfling tea.
It's spiked with like the strangest herbs, and it will make one of your eyes go that way, one of your eyes go that way, and if you're really unlucky, you'll vomit. But
great, Owen. Why don't you try that?
Who knows? Maybe I'm lying.
Maybe he's lying.
Owen, what do you think?
I was thinking, can I hear all of this, or are you just gonna like spike my tea?
I imagine you're like there.
You are there.
Brought everyone up, not to.
Yeah, you're there. You're there. He can't carry all these drinks by himself.
You think he has
I don't do work.
I don't work.
Work? What's that? I think I'll pass on that too. Sounds a bit too adventurous for me, I have to say.
You want something real crazy? Water?
Maybe not water. Do you have wine?
See, I just have this feeling that you can't really handle your drink, Erwin, and that's why you avoid drinking. Am I wrong or am I right?
I'd like a nice glass of wine every now and then.
A glass of wine it is then. And he pulls out a common bottle of wine, a bit dusty. It looks like it's been open a little while, but he pours you a massive glass. And then pours himself half a pint glass and then tops it up with beer and cheers it with you.
Cheers back.
You take a sip, vinegar. It's corked, but it's wine. Valis, I have a feeling you're going for something along the lines of spirits.
Yeah.
Brandy?
Whatever Malik gives him.
Okay, he's going to give you some, I think he's going to give you some Taoshiri tequila.
Taoshiri tequila.
Yeah, it's got a golden green, iridescent effect to the liquid.
Okay.
For Taoshiri... Okay. For Taoshiri, you take a sip?
Yeah.
Okay, you take a shot?
Yeah.
Alright, you take a shot. You follow it with a wedge of lemon and some cinnamon. I'm just making this up because it's fantasy tequila. It doesn't have to be salt and lime.
I drink what I want.
Yep. So, roll me a constitution check, my dear.
I'm so out of it. I'm sorry.
You're fine.
Give me a sec.
Ellie, what are you drinking?
What do you want to?
Ellie is just drinking, He said that water was weird, so Ellie will go for water. Mostly because Ellie is taking notes on the anthropological significance of the weirdness of this wake.
Okay. We'll offer to help. Being a cleric, will offer to help you figure out any funerary practices when they join you.
You could also ask Valis.
You could also ask Valis. He's been to these things before, hundreds of times.
Okay, so Valis, is this the normal type of funerary practices, or is there?
I think I passed that con save.
Okay, that's fine. Your vision doubles.
My vision doubles. It's like, wow, Ellie.
So whatever your dark vision is, double it.
Sick.
Yeah.
He kind of looks at you, squints, smacks himself. Normal. Yeah, this is a party, because when people die in the masks, it's like an honor.
Right.
And they always use my bars because they know they can get drinks from me for free.
We should take it as a compliment.
I cut you off, Annie. What did you say?
Just right on.
Yep, so there will be drinking, there will be dancing, there will be stories of the dead. May they rest in peace.
Mm-hmm.
He kind of giggles to himself. Yeah, it'll be a fun evening. So you should just enjoy.
Enjoy yourselves, but don't enjoy yourselves so much that we forget about you know who.
Who?
Really?
Forgotten already.
Number one threat to Valis' safety, right over there. Big muscles getting a tattoo right now.
Okay,
and you look over.
I was unaware that there was only one threat to Valis' safety.
You're so right. The other one is over there with a fucking tail, weird horns. And I'm somewhat kidding.
Well, I need to get my tattoos too, so I'm going after her.
So, speaking of tattoos, you look over and Nizana is at a table. She has taken off her muscle tee, revealing just like a bandeau kind of like around her chest. Her back is absolutely jacked. Like, I'm talking like she looks like she's about to take flight. She's got such like tight muscle on her shoulders. And when you look at her, you notice that she has what seems to be scars at first glance, but you look closer and you see that she has dozens and dozens and dozens of tally mark tattoos going all up her arms and across her shoulder blades. And she's getting another one, another two actually, at this very moment. When she's done, she seems to swap out with someone else and do two for them as well, from a different, seems to be from a different group, so someone who you haven't spoken to yet.
I got 3.
You say to yourself as joins you guys again, and said, "Sorry, just checking in. What are we doing?"
Tattoos and booze.
Tattoos and booze. Brilliant combination. Never been done before.
I give Yanel a little tequila glass.
Thank you. I suppose one more night of drinking can't really hurt us, but has a little sip.
So is it a traditional practice to mark yourself with your kills of the Sisterhood?
Hell yeah! If you want to join, no, you're not going to join though. You can get little marks. He kind of holds out his arm, and he's got 20 currently.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, I'm going to get another 3 tonight. That makes 23.
I don't get any.
No.
I don't necessarily want one, but do you want me to do your tattoo for you?
Valis looks wary. It's like,
I used to help you with your tattoos before.
yeah. It's not usually done by outside members, but I'm sure it's fine.
Well, we're changing things, aren't we? For the better.
Right. He jumps up on a table and sticks his arm out. Do it.
I haven't got a...
I got one.
Okay. And he goes over to the table with the tattoo guns. And as you're sitting there, you guys can sort of tell that a few people who walk in who you haven't seen before seem to draw eyes from. I introduced this very strangely. A few people walk in as you're sitting there who seem to draw eyes from the rest of the masks. You see 3 women, like Nizana. They are kind of taller, broad. They look to be somewhat of a cut above the rest, and only one of them is not a drow, but seems to be a dusk elf, with sort of more like cooler features, but sort of features which you would associate more with the material plane. Otherwise, they are all 3 of them drow. All slightly older as well. You can just tell from like sort of a sense as they pass you that these are women who are closer in age to you, Erwin, so 35, 40. The majority of them, Nizana probably being probably being the youngest, but definitely the broadest, the tallest of them all. And as they pass Valis, you recognize 2 of them, being Talveus and Mina, who you went on a few missions with when you first started in the masks. The third one being the Dusk Elf, you have only really met very, very briefly. They usually go on missions into the Shadowfell, so not into the Underdark, hence the difference in race, where they would fit in much better. But they still go by a drow name.
What's her name? What's her name?
Her name is Sinyr.
How do you spell that?
Sinyrr. They're all women. Women or femme presenting.
They're the mask leaders.
They seem to be the mask leaders. They kind of draw an eye of deference, and they go over to Nizana and speak with her. You notice, kind of latches on to the Dusk Elf, like with their eyes, as they come back holding a tattoo kit. And they say, "So big cheese has arrived."
What's a big cheese?
It's kind of like slang for big important person, apparently.
He sticks out his arm again. Has no reaction.
Right. And we'll begin tattooing you. And just say, doesn't hurt.
No, but I will have peace smiles at Malik over the bar. Another drink?
Gives you a disapproving look. You did have a sleep attack, too.
It's a party.
I know, just be careful.
I will be careful.
And enjoy yourself. I think it's possible, Valis. I do think it's possible.
Can I have...
What if you alternate a long drink and a short drink?
He looks so upset.
Is that really so much of a chore for you, Valis?
Long drinks are for sissies. Sorry, Erwin. He looks at your glass of wine.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Fine. Can I have a long drink? He calls out to Malik.
He looks at the tequila shot he poured you already. He looks at the glass of water he poured for Ellie and passes it to you.
No! That's disgusting, man. That's so gross.
Yunel says, actually, maybe I made a mistake. That is terrible. But they're fighting a smile.
He passes the tequila water to Ellie and says to Malik, proper one.
Mm-hmm. He sets about making you a whiskey soda.
Thank you.
Uh-huh. And you guys carry on tattooing one another, and Yunel finishes fairly steady hand, but you can tell they're a little bit squeamish after not doing this for so long. But regardless of that, as you guys are sitting there, you hear a sort of hush come over the room as Yunel pulls off the tattoo gun. And looking around, you see Nizana and Sherlin have stood up, sort of like on there's like a slightly higher level in the inn where some of the tables are raised above the others. And you can see the mask leaders are sitting there. Sherlin's also been invited to their table. As well as obviously Nizana being one of them. Both of them have stood up, so before everybody in the room, and both of them are holding drinks, and you get the impression they're about to make a speech. And Nizana speaks first. She steps forward and she just says, "Tonight we gather under unfortunate circumstances, but circumstances which are not foreign to us by any means. The loss of 2, better than 3. But nonetheless, they will be missed. Tonight I speak for Zara, who had an iron will and a vicious spirit. In the years Zara dedicated, she saved 16 children and made 30 graves for sisters. She lives on in those children who she saved, and in our minds, and in our glasses as we drink." And she tips back.
Yeah.
And you guys all take a drink. And Sherlyn speaks next. And she just says, "It's not often that we lose one of our own who's been around so long. The life expectancy of a mask member is, well, I'm sure you all know. Balair, best scout this side of the continent. It's not often you see a flame burn so bright and so long as her. 17 years in the masks. 100 children resurfaced, and half as many sisters slain. May we all live as long as her and die so well." And he takes a sip.
Baz looks surprised with the last name.
You guys have heard that name before. In Oren's prophecy. And hearing that, Oren, who is with you, goes very quiet. And just says, "I'm gonna just take a moment to myself, if you guys don't mind. I don't think this is really my scene, but
Yeah, room's upstairs.
yeah, I'll go. I'll catch up with you guys later."
So
Sorry.
what name was it?
Balair, so BAL''AER. When Oren sang for the Sisterhood, the mask members, he sang, I can't speak at all. They use all pronouns. I remember Anna saying that.
It and they.
It and they. It sang a song, which, without them realizing, sang the deaths of Zara and Balair. Supposedly. Balair's fate has been sort of in the balance at the moment, but now you know. And, takes a sip and seems to slosh their drink around in their mouth, and then takes a hard swallow and just says, 17 years.
Yeah.
For a drow. 5 minutes.
It's not a great life expectancy.
No. I mean, I'm sure it's dangerous work. They should have brought clerics.
Some of the teams do. It's just Nizana doesn't really like clerics. It says they slow us down, so.
What's the life expectancy of your team? How long was Zara with the masks? And you know that Zara was with the masks for 5 years.
He relays that.
And the one who died before her?
It depends. It's.
Oh, if you had to give a range?
I would say most mask members If they're real good, they'll be alright. 20, 30 years. If you're not so good, could be as little as 6 months.
Yanel looks shocked. And then looks at Ellie and says, would you join with those odds?
Nah, but I don't really need convincing not to. I'd already made that choice.
That's why we made this new team, where we get to set our own life expectancy because no one's died yet.
Well, I'm glad then that you've left. I want everyone at this table, and they raise their glass. I'm a cleric, goddammit. Long, happy lives. We've got to cling to something, I suppose.
I hope none of you die an early death if you drink.
Does anyone not drink?
Erwin, she's kind of staring off, like disassociating a bit.
And you feel...
From what was said.
Yeah. Erwin, you feel a arm come around your shoulder, and a friendly arm come around your shoulder, and Vasia appears. And she says, holding a half-pint glass full of what looks like whiskey. And she says, does she have an accent? Yes, she does. But she's fun. This is the part where we all drink to our dead, right? Yes? So, half dead? Half dead? Who's half dead? An undead? Oh, gosh. Booze really does make the depression disappear.
Nice clown shirt.
Thank you. I got it as carnival. Narrowly escaped with the skin of my hiccups teeth.
So you stole it from a clown and you still got chased out.
Wow. You got to find it. She spills half of her whiskey as she kind of shrugs.
It's a waste, man.
You can lick it off the floor if you like. Or you can, says looking at Ellie. But you don't have to. Like I said. Yeah, I thought you would be. Like I said. And she kind of sloshes. I will mourn Zara and Belair for all of you. Feel free, and tips a bit of their whiskey into all of your drinks, to dedicate this drink to whoever you like. And they take a sip. One sip for every name, because you all look haunted as heck. And following what I'm assuming is a slightly awkward silence, trying to keep on the positivity train, Yanel will take 5 sips. And does anyone have a passive perception over 14?
No.
Over.
14 or over? 14. 14 or over? Okay, Valis. You hear them mumble in massage, Mama, Papa, Aunt, Uncle, Grandmother, as they drink.
He gives them a little rub on the shoulder.
Woo!
I've got it, guys. Ready?
I love wakes.
Can it be the people we wish were dead?
Yes. Yanel says, then subtly takes one more.
Erwin just passes her drink to Valis, just like...
Wait, let's all charge his drink.
Yeah, charge my drink.
Charge his...
She just goes, I'm not drinking this. Here.
Everybody needs to make at least 2 constitution saving throws, guys. I'm sorry. I've been really slack, including... This is probably the reason why Yanel is acting so cray. Failed both.
Constitution save?
Yep.
16.
You are all right?
20.
20. You're all right. You have had... Right, so you have had tequila.
tequila, whiskey.
Hang on a sec.
soda,
Alcohol level is equal to 1/2 your
But his
constitution
alcohol
score.
level was already
Have you had a long rest though?
no.
Since what was your alcohol level before? Did you make a note?
I didn't.
Let's assume that you're tipsy already.
And what is tipsy again?
Tipsy. Okay, and just before I go too far, Erwin, what did you go?
I got a 14 and a 16. That's 2, right?
Yes. Okay, so you are tipsy as well. And then Ellie, have you been drinking?
Ellie's been like sipping, but I rolled
fine. I think two
like a
Vinegar wine.
I rolled a 19 plus 4 and an 18 plus 4.
That's fine. So you
The
are
weird water tequila that Alex put.
you'll probably so everybody eventually will become tipsy because your alcohol level will increase anyway. But at the moment you're all right.
Okay.
So
So tipsy is +2 charisma.
for persuasion checks against creatures who are indifferent to you or friendlier. A tipsy creature also, I'm going to screenshot this and send this to the chat.
And -2 to resist those charisma checks as well.
Yep, I'm sending it to the chat so that everyone has a reference right now.
Ellie
Boom.
is drinking water like after like the initial cup, like drink or so. Like
That's fine. You're good. You can just be lightly tipsy for fun, and that you can just have as flavor.
+2. Okay, yeah.
But Erwin, you would be tipsy. Valis, you're getting close to being drunk. So just be careful. Just be careful. Says is tipsy.
So I get everyone's. Are these whiskey shots?
Yes. But I'm counting this as your second con save. So just go with it.
Gotcha.
Cool. And as you kind of pour your drink out, Erwan, Yanel leaves a little in their cup and just sort of leans over quietly and just says, I'll raise a cup to his soul and yours. If you want.
I'm just thinking. She'll probably just get really quiet and just start tearing up a little bit.
Oh.
Mm.
Oh my god. What do I do?
Is this happening at the table?
Yeah.
I was like, whoa. Guys, the depressed corner's over there. This is my drink. So this is a happy drink. Right? No crying over my drink because you're going to curse it and then it won't happen. Or maybe you'll bless it and then it will.
Shall we curse his drink, Owen?
Curse Valis's drink.
Yeah, let's curse his drink. So it'll make his eyes turn blue.
Go on then.
As all his clothes will be too small.
Curse the drink, curse the drink, curse the drink.
Oh, I know what'll make you feel better. Yanel pulls out the spider bear and passes it over to you slowly.
What's the cursed
The cursed
chimera thing?
cursed chimera thing.
I make sure they're sitting in a corner together. It's just like, the vibes need to stay there. You guys with your vibes, you stay there.
As you guys are chatting and enjoying yourselves, now that the beaches are done, you unfortunately hear heavy footsteps come up behind you. You just hear a voice you guys all know now to be Nizana just saying,
Oh, is she coming? Valis disappears into the crowd the second he sees her because he can't be surprised.
oh shit, you sense her coming, you go under the table.
Yeah, you
Okay.
crawl away.
You're under the table, sitting like just beneath the bar or something like that. Yanel's got like a thumbs up eye on you. The moment Nizana sees you scurry off, they just throw up their hands and walk away then because they wouldn't say shit to these people. Well, no, that's not true because she was actually going to say shit to you, Erwin, but mostly for dramatic
Who's this?
effect.
Sorry,
Nizana.
I
Of
thought
course,
so,
Nizana, the bitch.
Nizana.
Nizana. She comes up to you and she says, touching. You think your loss makes you special?
How does loss make one special?
Exactly, it doesn't. Everyone here has lost someone, so your tears are pointless.
Such a bitch.
Wow,
gonna
you could have
stand up.
saved that breath for something else.
Oh, oh my god.
I think I was gonna say Owen just kind of stands up and just stares in her eyes, just like kind of.
Oh, yeah.
Nizana's 6 foot tall.
Yanel lifts you up a little bit.
Ellie
I've
is
got
also
something.
6 foot tall.
Oh my god, you guys
That
all
is-
stand up.
By the way, the answer which
Yeah.
I hadn't given you is to decline.
Of course. And with all this in mind, standing up, confronting her, she steps back and she just says, "This posturing will get you nowhere, nor will all this drinking." And you know what it says? No, well, if we all get drunk, hopefully we'll forget you exist. You can't hurt us up here.
You hear laughter from under the table as Val bangs his head. Is like, shit.
Mhm. You can't hurt him up here. But you can go home, if you have one, and you can cry in your pillow about how pathetic you are. They wince as if they're about to be punched. You notice Valis, if you're under the table.
I think he crawls his way like under some other tables
Mhm.
to kind of get away in case her ire does raise.
Sure, you're sort of moving away from the
Yeah,
group.
he's like,
But you, being aware as you are, you notice the Dusk Elf is talking to Vasir, who is then bringing in the other members of the group.
oh shit, can I eavesdrop?
You can.
I crawl my way through the legs and the tables to get near them.
Okay. Make me a perception check. And I'm going to just save Nizana's response for the perfect moment, because I'm sure it'll come. I know when it'll be. I have a sense. You know, DMs, they have this thing called Sixth Sense.
16.
No, I'm joking. 16. Okay, so with a 16, you kind of crawl on all fours. A couple people notice you and but
It's just like,
Vasir and Sinir, Mina and Talveas don't notice you coming up. And Vasir says, "I know I'm very drunk, but to be honest, what the tiefling said is true. I saw it with my own eyes. And I know, Sinir, that you have had similar problems in the past. I am not going to make a generalized judgment on Lothian Drow. You know I wouldn't, Talveas. But Yanel has charged me with this message, and I must bring it to you. What I have seen is that Nizana is no longer fit for her post. And this, on top of the racism she showed towards the Dusk Elves that you lead, I just think it's time to move her on to something else or put her in her place." At which point, Mina just says, "I understand your concerns. My concern is that look at her back. She is a good killing machine." But at which point, Sinir says, "But we aren't killers by trade. We save kids by trade. So, if my concerns were not enough, does this not satisfy you?" And they look at each other and they sort of share a look. At which point Talveas just says, "Let's discuss it after the wake."
Can I make myself known to them?
You appear from underneath the table.
He's like, hey.
At which point they all look down at you.
Hey. Hi.
Yeah.
Just couldn't help it. I was just hanging out down there and I overheard.
Just slide down the table like
Uh-huh.
He gets to his feet properly. So Yeah, if you need evidence against Nizana, I have lots of evidence I would like to report about her being unfit for duty.
Mina nods and says, Valis, I understand she made you an offer of marriage?
It was a very forceful offer of enslavement.
Right.
Not big on that.
Okay.
She also bit me.
I can
and
see.
punched me in the face.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
was really threatening to members of my new party unnecessarily.
If she were to be gone, would you return to the masks? I can't say the same for bringing your party in. But if you want to return.
On a periodical basis.
Okay. You're valuable. And I value the safety of all mask members. As do the rest of us. But I think we need to discuss this when we have not all been drinking. So let us make an appointment to sit all together without Nizana's presence. And for tonight, we will get her to go home.
That'd be good.
Yes. Well, Talveas, why don't you see to that being done, and I will discuss with this tiefling. Where are they?
You talk about Yanel.
Yes, they seem to be the whistleblower.
Good for them. I don't usually like tattletales, but I think this is a very astute that's the word, thing they've done.
Right.
They're over there, kind of points the direction of the table. That's where I came from.
Gotcha. And they sort of stand and if I can, I will have Nizana removed.
Sick.
But I must speak with them first. And you guys, the woman approaches you. And before this, you were all discussing with Nizana. And as you're all squaring up to her, she looks over and then does a double take. As Valis is leaning on the floor, like, toodaloo! And you see one of the mask members, you know, to be Mina, approaching you, mask leaders. And she puts a hand on Nizana's shoulder and says something quickly in Undercommon. And Nizana just goes, whatever, and throws up her hands and goes to join the other leaders who escort her quickly out of the building. Whilst Yanel is sent off with Mina. And they give you a hopeful smile, Valis. And then to just shake Spidey Bear, like, aha!
Give him a thumbs up. Can I buy drinks for everyone? Because I'm very happy that she's gone.
Of course, yeah.
Everyone who's at this party.
Everyone, okay. Everyone! So
I'm buying drinks for everyone!
Everybody!
Everybody! Valis in 5 minutes.
Oh, so adventure.
He's my favourite. Oh, I wish you'd watched it all with us. Because when he died, I cried. And then he came back and I was like, yes!
I will watch it again. Season 2.
Season 2 and 3 and 4.
Greenlit.
I'm having sex with everybody.
So good. Niall. So,
I'll go give Malik a platinum coin.
okay, he puts it in his top pocket and pats it. Thank you, kind.
Thanks, everyone.
Ellie, you are, I'll come back to this, Valis. I want to do a detail with you, but I also wanted to check in. Ellie, you've been taking notes on funerary practices.
Yes.
Yes. I forgot to tell you this, but Yanel would have told you a piece of information, which is this, that just whilst Valis was out there talking to the others, getting drinks before Nizana approached you, they would have left out a little plate with some food on it. And because there's like little refreshments around, and they would just say that leaving a plate out with the serving of food is a funerary practice which when you would recognize in the Maasai and Erasure, mourning, when you're mourning a dead loved one or relative, you always have a set a place for them at the table, and that's just something I thought might interest you.
Yes, thank
But that's okay. We'd skip past it, and I thought, oh, Ellie would like that. Brilliant. Okay. So yes, Valis, you head to the bar, and you're gonna get yourself something to drink, and for everyone.
I will buy drinks for every single person in the bar.
Okay. You kind of make a show of passing around the drinks to sort of everyone near you, and the last person you pass to is actually the other drow man who runs the safe houses, who you recognise, who helped Oren the other day.
Got the guy with the band scarf.
Yeah, you know him to be Belren, B-E-L.
Wait. Not Wolverine.
Belren. Fuck Wolverine.
Wolverine.
I'm just about to go to rescue the bloody gnomes.
I let them all die, and I went to the oubliette, and their bodies were all there.
I'm just wondering, what is the point? Because I actually still don't know the point.
The point is that you complete a quest later on.
Yeah, so what's the point? I would rather Barkus carry on with his life with a good memory of his...
If you want Barkus to have a good ending, rescue Wolverine, and you'll get retribution later.
Okay. Okay.
Yes.
He's just like an awful ex, in my opinion.
Yeah, I hate
Wolverine will get his day
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
court. No, he'll have his moment.
In the ground.
In the ground.
Hate Wolverine.
I get you.
He shall get his comeuppance soon enough.
Mhm.
Belren.
Belren,
How
yeah.
do you spell it? B-E-A-E-N.
Belraen. Yep.
The
But
drow man, did you say?
Drow man. Yeah.
A man.
There are there are 3 men here, and then some non-binary
too
people.
many.
Most of them are women. Are you just like men?
A male drow. A male
Solid.
drow. They're like, these are all women drow. There's like, there's a man.
There
The
are.
man is definitely gay, but I don't know about the other two.
All the women are like,
Anyway, if you're staring, Solon, who runs the bar, would come up to you and just say, "You're curious, right? Why there's only a few male drow?
yes, I have to say, it's a bit strange, isn't it? Or is it-
Lolth eats them all." I'm kidding.
Yeah.
Lolth doesn't eat them all. The real reason is just that, most of them don't make it out.
Oh.
Malik rescues them from brothels, sort of entertainment rings, marriages, that kind of thing. But yeah, they pretty much everyone who works in his bars, at least part drow like me, or full drow like him. What are you, by the way? Because you've got like something strange happening up here.
What a lovely
Strange thing to say. Well, in these parts,
What
when
are
everyone is
you?
passing for dusk elves and Eladrin and pretending to be things they aren't, sometimes it's just refreshing to ask directly.
Okay, I can understand that. I want to say it wrong. Genasi.
Genesia.
Genasi. I always say
Genasi,
Genasi
yeah.
with a hard G.
Met a fair few of those, though I will say the only ones that I've met were Sisterhood.
Gah.
No. So, contrary to what you've probably seen, the Sisterhood are not all drow. There's a whole bunch of Genasi Sisterhood, Fire Genasi and Tiefling up in Efrana. And there are a few Fae out in the Feywild, as far as we know. That's about it at the moment. But I
What's your
think
view on? Well, yeah. What's your view on Genasi then?
They interest me. When I was in the Underdark, I was a historiographer, or I wanted to be. And then I got married. Worst decision of my life. But I still dabble in my time. know some good libraries if you ever want to look into it. And he gives you a smile, gives you a free drink, and then heads off to a different customer at the bar.
What drink did he give me?
He gives you an apple martini.
Oh, okay. This will do.
Oh wait, it's a martini, so it's got a little bit of green tea in it.
Ooh.
Oh, that's so cute.
Amazing.
Peacocked you.
Indeed.
So-
Valis, as you're sitting by the bar, kind of passing drinks out, seeing everybody having a pretty good
Another
time.
drink. For
Another
you,
drink
for
and
you.
another drink. Malik comes up to you and he passes you a kind of leather scroll, like a large leather kind of like fold up scroll with a buckle on the front, which you recognize to be, you know what this is. It's your holster. And inside, as you unfurl it, you see 2 guns. Your favorite, your babies, your guns. He says, ammo's upstairs. You don't need that while you're drunk. But guns. Back in your hands, as promised.
Oh,
My babies.
my children. I'm so happy.
I would have given you these back anyway, but Valis, remember what I said yesterday. Think on it for me.
What did you say yesterday?
Yeah, that sounds about right. He snaps you on the back and heads
Ow.
away.
Valis will secure his guns in the back.
Yeah.
In an area under the floorboards where he knows no one else will get them.
Okay,
He's
sure.
like, I'll be back
He
soon.
had it so that you could just wear them if you wanted to.
Oh, I can wear that.
Like the
I don't
holster.
think he'd wear his gun blade around.
Okay, sure. You secure that one. You come out. And as you do, Belren, who was near you before, smiles from his seat and just said, those are awfully special.
My guns. Wait. No, that's a terrible joke.
It's not that bad. They're special, as must be the hands that made them. Mind if I take a look?
We're gonna get palm reading done.
Well, I don't want to look at your guns. Lovely as they are.
He looks upset. He's like, look, I know that I'm still working out the kinks, and then he gives Belren his hands, but they are beautiful when you look at them up close because they're made from lots of different metals that Anyway, you don't want to hear this.
I like hearing about the beauty of things up close. But, more than that, my interest lies in palmistry, as you have guessed. During my time, he takes your hand and turns it over. During my time in the brothels, I played the role of diviner to please my clients. They liked hearing of all the flesh they would rend, the blood they would shed, before getting into bed with me, of course.
How?
Wonderful. Indeed. Mind if I take a look?
Go on.
He kind of takes your hand and just runs his finger along your palm, occasionally looking up at you, and says, curious. So long you were clean, but you've somehow, in hardly any time at all, shed so much blood. Perhaps a little too much. But,
I mean, it's kind of my job.
well, who am I to judge? By the lines on your palm, you'll make a fine executioner. Lifeline could be a bit longer, though.
Right. Is there anything nice on my palms, or can you just do the rending flesh stuff?
Well, you have a good head on your shoulders. That much I know. Your love line is bizarre.
Oh no.
No, not the adverts.
Adverts.
The adverts. No.
My. Oh, come on, dude. Sorry, give it 4, 3, 2.
Guys, it's Voxy Mobile. They sponsored the wake.
I'm on Voxy.
Who are you? They've
Yeah.
sponsored the wake. All of your sending stones have like VOXI written on them, which is basically probably Roman numerals in this world. But Roman numerals in this world? No. Anyway. Yeah, so Belren just says, no, your love line is incredibly peculiar. Perfectly aligned, perfectly straight, and then just springs off at the end.
That's when I came out as bisexual.
I can imagine. But like I said, A fine mask member. Executioner or otherwise, I actually can't tell by your palm. But you'll save many. May even become your life's work, short life though it may be. Does that please you?
Not really. Did people pay you to do this at the brothel and then get off on that? Because it's not really my thing.
It is true. They liked it when I hyped up the blood. Aren't many things that get people excited like blood, food, and sex.
What about? He kind of looks around the room, spots Visir going to a carnival. That gets people excited. Why can't you rip people's palms about that? In the future, you will go to a carnival and eat lots of candy apples.
In the future, you'll go to a carnival and eat lots of candy apples and ride the swan gondolas. Is that what you'd like to hear?
Yes.
Well, there you go. You have it. Does that please you? And then
He flips them a coin. There you go.
they put their finger on the coin and slide it across and lean forwards. Then I've done my job correctly. And he just takes your chin. Does this please you?
Why is the music not playing? I need the music.
He seems to want a kiss.
I got that. How well do I know this guy?
You've probably seen him around Malik's bar a few times. He doesn't work here usually. He usually works in the Idle Hand. Out of choice.
Out of choice.
But he runs safe houses with Solin. So putting up pretty much just working in the bar to earn a little bit of cash on the side. Working in the safe houses to help get the kids back on their feet.
I think he's gonna say, what are your intentions here?
I tend not to think that far ahead. I'm very earnest. If you wouldn't like it, then I will go somewhere else.
He'll give them a kiss.
How deep of a kiss, my friend, and how long of a kiss, my friend? No, you don't have to answer these questions.
Roll for kiss.
Roll for kiss.
Just kind of like the kiss that you would share at a party. I think he makes a point because this guy is clearly I'm in control. I'm the brothel person. I think he'll try and kiss them enough to destabilize them and then pull away. But
Okay, you give him a little kiss. Is anybody else getting up to any funny shenanigans whilst Valis is off making out? Erwin, Ellie?
Oh, I was gonna see what Erwin was doing.
Oh. She wouldn't be getting up to shenanigans. I think she's just sitting at the bar enjoying her little martini, just kind of being nosy. Yeah, being nosy at everything.
Yeah. You don't see Malik at the moment. He seems to have left the bar to go and get something from the back. Ellie, Visir comes up to you. And whilst they seem paralytic at that moment, just kind of wobbling on their feet, they have a little bottle in their hands with a little medicine signal on it. Sigil or something on it. They take it and immediately they just seem sober. And it's like adrenaline rush. That's not their accent. It's like an adrenaline rush. Hello. I took that potion for a reason, and I came here with ulterior motives. Do you know what they are?
I'm thinking sex.
Yes, you're correct. Would you like to?
I'm down for a one-night engagement.
Perfect. Upstairs, let's go.
oh my goodness.
And you
Hang
guys
on
can
just
head
a
up.
sec.
I'm having sex with everybody.
That's fine. Just a one-night engagement, though.
One night engagement.
Safe sex. Anyway.
Safe sex, one night. It's suited for me. Seems Valis is getting his kicks. I wasn't very surprised by this, but we can get our kicks too.
Yeah, Ellie was just gonna be like, "Hey, Valis, I'm going upstairs. I may or may not come back. I'll probably meet you at the house later."
Sick.
Okay, break off kiss, resume kiss. Ellie, as you go upstairs, Vasir tries to judge the vibe, and then's like, Wonder, I'm too weak to pick you up and throw you over my shoulder.
That's
But-
fine. I'm not too weak. And Ellie just
Wow.
picks her up.
Sorry, that made me
Ellie-
real.
I think Erin's just looking at this happening, and she's just looking straight at Vasir and just being like,
Mm-mm.
you can't have the.
Yeah. Ellie knows what she wants and she's gonna go for it. And
That is super fine. Okay, as you kind of head upstairs, we will fade to black for you guys. I just have a feeling that would be real freaky, but we don't have to talk about it.
can confirm. That's all we need to say.
I knew it.
Erin's not against Ellie getting some. She's just like, not me,
Mhm.
Not for me, darling.
Great.
not me.
And Eowyn, as you kind of sip your drink at the bar, like, oh my. And Valis making out with someone in the corner. Everyone's drinking. People are laughing. You remember Callan's funeral and just how different it was. I won't taunt you with it too much, but I can imagine it wasn't a party. At the plate that your parents-in-law set for him every day, and the space that he holds in your heart, and subtly, just as if sensing your pain, someone slips another martini towards you and gives you a smile. But does not engage with you beyond just, it's going to be okay if you have another drink. It seems like a offering to get through the night.
Cheers as her drink with the other one, just like
The empty bottle, just like,
little clink. No, it's just on the side, but she just goes clink and then just.
fair
That's a
enough.
nice image.
Mm.
You're gonna make me cry.
Aw. Valis, as you're making out with Belrin,
The juxtaposition.
Belrin
As
puts
you're
a
holding
hand.
your dead husband, as you're making out with
As you're
this guy.
making out, you're banging upstairs.
Belrin puts a hand on your knee and just says, "Any more than this, darling, and you might want to go upstairs." And just before you can kind of answer, you hear a glass smash across the room, and looking over, you see Yanel come in with Mina, once holding a drink, which is now on the floor at their feet. And they just have a very shocked expression on their face. And then they just nod. And they turn around and they leave again.
Aww.
They go outside.
Can Erwin follow them outside?
Yeah, you can do. I think as you kind of like get up and follow them, you hear like Malik come out of the Cross comes out of the back room and like kind of plucks you, Valis, off of this guy. Get to that. Erwin, you go outside. And out on the street is wide and it kind of goes straight onto a canal that looks over a waterway that goes through this part of the city. It's dark out and there are lanterns kind of over the street illuminating all the different bars. The patrons have obviously been turned away from this one. But that means the street is busier than ever. And amongst all those bodies, all those people, you see a greyish looking tiefling, just sitting on the floor by the canal with their legs kind of like over the side, looking out down at the water. The moon reflecting in there, and just a little bit slumped.
Before she left, she picked up both of the martinis, so
Oh my god.
Helen and hers. And she comes outside and she just sits next to her and sits next to them. And is just
They use all pronouns, so anything is fine.
Yeah, I know. And just goes, hello.
You know, look, surprised to see you.
Do you need a drink?
Yeah. That'd be nice. Thank you. Appreciate you. They drink it very fast. Sorry. You see that their eyes are wet. I just don't know what to say.
You don't have to say anything.
Yeah. You said your relationship with Callan was pretty much perfect. It's nice.
It was. But I know not all are like ours.
We were.
What happened, if you don't mind me asking?
I don't know where I would start, really. We grew up together. I'm sure you heard all this from Zarina. Nat buddies. So I was always scared of going to sleep in the dark. And he had narcolepsy. It seemed like a perfect fit, right? Helped me see there was nothing to fear. Told me spiders protected you from all the bigger monsters. Helped me turn all my nightmares into soft toys to try and make them less scary. Wiggles, the Spidey bear. My first kiss, first anything. We were together for 5 years. 5 really good years. It didn't cure anything, like my melancholy. I was kind of born sad. Misery of the mind. Couldn't sleep, it filled me with dread. Closed my eyes and entered the void, and there's nothing there. Only Valis really was able to make me feel better. Anyway. He made my bad days just feel just good. I thought it would always be good, but then... And Yanel's tears kind of fall a bit faster. Mama and Papa died. And the bad days just seemed really endless. And spoke to Zarina about it. I thought after 6 months I needed to do something, say something to him. I just kept pushing him away. It was ruining his life. He was just stuck there, watching me turn into this ugly leech of thing that just drew the life out of everything around you. I thought I was setting him free by asking to take a break. But I hurt him. And I hurt him so much by breaking his heart. And he'll never let me near it again. just don't know what to do. Because I don't know.
Do you have any friends,
What do you think?
Would you like one?
Oh.
And she just takes the little spider thing, and she's just like, we can be friends.
Why is this
Thank you.
Love is a funny thing. Hearts are broken, but even though it's hard for me to believe right now, I think they can be mended with time, with new relationships, with something, but we can both find a way to mend our hearts, I suppose.
Yeah. Do you think I should find someone else?
I think you need to sort things out with Valis first.
How long ago did Callan die?
It's been a year. Feels like longer, but
I know the
it's been a year.
feeling.
I don't know how long it'll take me, but I hope it will get better with time. One day. Who knows? There might be someone else, but for now I can't think of something like that. So
I'm really sorry.
I'm sorry for you as well.
Feels mean that Serena kept you all for herself. You're a good person, Owen.
You are too.
Yeah, well.
Shall we go back inside? We have to face it at some point.
Can I go home?
I'll walk you home. I've had enough of that scene anyway.
What if he's in danger? His nightmares, they make him act out like that. What if it's...
Did you want me to keep an eye on him?
Can you just tell him that I'm not feeling well? I don't think he saw me, so just make up a lie. Or I don't know. Probably not. Probably saw me, but can you just make up one anyway?
I can.
I just think I need to talk to him when he's not drunk. But Malik's there. Yanel keeps bringing up more problems. But Malik's there, and he's not allowed to be alone with Malik.
I'll stay. You go. I'll sort everything out, don't worry.
Okay. You can put Yanel in a taxi. There's plenty.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. This is the house key, the spare one. And they pass you, and then they pass you a whole bunch of things. And these are his adrenaline shots. And this is an inflatable pillow. And this is you. Okay, I'm going to keep the spider plan.
Okay.
And then...
Now I'm just going to push you in and shut the door.
Okay.
Right.
It's like a rickshaw taxi. The colour runs off. And Erwen, you're free to do what you wish. Valis, as you see, just turn around and run outside, you feel a hand on your scruff as Malik plucks you away from this guy, picks you up, brings you to a back room, and closes the door. Yeah.
I didn't start that.
Mm.
That wasn't me.
Why were we even following Yanel's rules if you're not going to get back together?
Because
We're not following them now. We're alone. What does it matter?
he kind of holds onto the wall. He's like, hold on. My brain is working at like a quarter speed right now. I think I should go check on Yanel. Like, I think I should go, you know.
If you're going to go check, you probably would have caught some of that conversation then. What do you think?
Is Malik going to let him go?
Malik says... Malik will say something first. Valis, I thought you broke things off with me because you wanted to fix things with them. We're not allowed to be in the same room together because we slept together whilst you were trying to fix things with them.
Yeah, but I'm not with Yanel. So, like, it's more a matter of respect that... Look, it was just a kiss. I will explain and apologize and... Don't look at me
Mm-hmm.
like the way you're looking at me.
Yeah.
Don't like it.
Mm-hmm. Boss. The way I see it, you're no better off with them than you are with me.
Maybe I'm no better off with anyone.
Maybe you're right. Valis. My bar. What about my feelings? For just 1 second. Okay? Let's not make it about them. We're friends, right? I get it. There's nothing going on here. But seriously? My employee? After all your high and mighty following your girlfriend's rules.
I have never said I was high and mighty.
You act it. I'm pretending like you came from the slums.
I don't pretend anything.
You don't. Really? Dallas?
Are you just mad? Is that why you're being a dick?
Yeah.
Yeah. Jealousy's not a good look on you, mate.
Say what you want. It's not my life you're fucking up. You have a family to think about, Valis. Friends. People who care about you. Just remember that.
Yeah, well, I will do my best by this group because I'm good at what I do. That has nothing to do with my private life.
Okay. If you say so. But a lot of the mask members care about your private life. You know, was your private life. So maybe get a bit better at separating business and pleasure. He'll open the door. Sorry for breaking your rules. Get out before Yanel can see. Right?
I just found it wrong. Hold on. Can you wait for a second? Valis got incredibly riled up, but I won't say what Malik said. One of the things that Malik said really pissed him off.
Mm-hmm.
And that tension has just been building and building him. And when Malik opens the door, he just pulls back and punches him in the face.
Okay. Okay, roll to hit. Roll to hit.
Was it strength?
So you have an unarmed strike on your sheet.
Yep, so it's going to hit because it was a very good roll.
Mm-hmm.
You little bastard.
Mm-hmm.
You
20.
bastard.
You bastard.
Perfect. Well, 20 to hit is going to hit because he's not wearing any armor, is he? So tell me about that damage. What is it? And it's on your sheet.
2.
Non-lethal, I assume.
Yeah.
Great. He's going to hit you back.
Okay.
He like reels from it, and then he just shoves you. And unarmed strike is going to be 23.
Yeah.
Okay. So with a 23, you take 4 points of damage, and because he is the Tavern Brawler feat, when he hits with an unarmed strike, he can use a bonus action to attempt to grapple the target.
Okay.
So you need to roll either athletics or acrobatics against his strength, which is a 21.
I will roll acrobatics.
So he punches you, grabs your shoulders, and shoves you back on the bar. It sends a whole row of glasses just spilling out onto various mask members' laps. Belrin looks surprised and just gets out of their seat and disappears.
I'm fired.
What did you roll?
16.
16. He grapples you and sort of slams you back onto the bar. And he's like, you want to do that? Really, Valis?
Yeah, I do. He's going to try and headbutt him.
Okay, unarmed strike.
That is... Good on. 13.
Guys, you hear banging from the bar and it's not from Ellie's room. Sorry. 18.
Hey.
13 will actually hit because he is, again, not wearing armor. So it's very low.
He aims right for his nose.
2 again?
Yeah.
Okay. He's going to slam you back, 15, and just say, fucking stop that shit. And he'll pick up a tankard and just like slap you across the face with it.
Ow.
Yep.
Okay.
So that means he can add 3 to his attack.
He's not going to help Yanel's hatred of...
No. That's a 6, and you feel like blood as your cheek swells up.
Probably broken something.
Yeah. And there's just like an anger in his face, and then the moment he sees the blood on your teeth, it just kind of is like, fucking fuck you, Valis, and just like pushes you off the bar and like walks off. Wakes over, get out, yelling to everyone. It's about 4 a.m. by this point, so there's only about 50 people. No, only about 20 people left. At this point, Erwin, is when you she's BRB'd. Yeah, let's take a quick break and then you guys can come back. Okay, so with that in mind, Erwin, you walk in on Malik throttling Valis against the bar with a bloody nose. And it looks like the fight is dying down just as he says, everyone out, wakes over. And he just sort of storms out downstairs, leaving Solon to clean up his mess. And Malik has left you, Valis, on your back on the bar. Not in the way you'd want, so I'm joking, with a bloody nose.
Valis has a broken nose.
A broken nose and a bloody mouth. Erwin, you're the only other person here to see this.
And then she goes, what the fuck are you doing? I leave for 2 seconds. What happened?
He takes his hands away from his face. His nose is like crooked. He's like, I did start that one. I did start it.
Is your nose like visibly broken? Can Erwin try to like knock it back into place?
Ow!
Okay, you knock it back into place. Make me a medicine check.
Oh gosh. His nose falls off.
No.
His arm chopped off.
Arms fell off. Her legs fell off.
Fell off.
Medicine. That would be a 13.
Okay, it's ambiguously back in its place. It's back in its place, question mark. Bug feels wrong, even if it looks right.
I need to play this properly because he's lost 10 HP, which is quite a lot.
Oh.
Oh, and you do have some healing drafts from Yanel in your bag. If you want to give one to Valis.
Yeah, I will.
He will take one. What is it?
Let's do 1d4 plus 4. Sorry, 1d4 plus 1.
I only get 2 back. He still has blood all down his face. I think he just sits up, jumps off the bar. Well, that was not how I wanted to end my night. That was not. Where's Yanel?
They've gone back.
Of course I
They
have.
needed gone back home. Needed an early night, I think.
Seems...
Muted.
Sorry, okay.
I hear nothing. I think it's time we go back to
Back.
now. Mhm.
Now.
Now.
That's really interesting that you say that. He kind of dances out of your reach. I think I'm just gonna just stay a bit longer. You can go back though.
Valis. Now. Just go mother on your ass.
I can't wait to romance you. It's like Baldur's Gate.
Hold on, let me just check something.
Erin's just going to adopt everyone she finds.
Valis kind of slicks the blood off his face. I don't want Yanel to see this, so I'm gonna go. There's like a medical center, a lot of drunk bar fights around here. I'm gonna go there. Might take a while,
Oh,
but you don't have to wait. You can go home.
no. Oh, wait.
You sure? There's a lot of really unsavory people there.
I will wait.
Sit yourself, and he takes not only a bar rag from Malik's bar, he looks for the most expensive bottles, takes 3 of them, puts them under his arm, says, "All right, let's go," and leaves the bar.
Okay, you guys can head out into the night.
Didn't see that.
Ellie, just to quickly jump back to you. Are you content? Just
Was it good or nah?
keep going? Because what I was going to say was you probably would hear the commotion, but it's up to you whether or not you go and check on what it is.
Do you think that, like, they would have...
Yeah, wait. I don't know why I said that.
gone to, like, a stopping point? Basically, Ellie was like, happy to have a venture with you, maybe a couple of ventures.
A couple ventures.
And I'm not planning on sleeping here is essentially the vibe.
You do what you like. Okay, let's say that just as Valis swipes a couple bottles, Ellie, if you'd like to, you can join them or you can go off on your own.
Oh yeah, Ellie will tag along. Like, oh hey.
Okay.
When you come down, Valis like, "Ellie, grab 3 of those bottles, start." Just don't ask questions.
Are we allowed to do that?
Yes.
Vassia starts slowly.
Yeah, take them.
Yeah, reaches
Smash
for
them.
one.
Okay, so I have a 15 on the die for insight. Let's see if I have a modifier. I have a plus
Gotcha.
1. 16 insight. What is...
Valis, how you doing?
Covered in blood. His nose is poorly set. He's stealing Malik's most expensive liquor. Probably got into a fight with Malik.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Ellie's going to leave the liquor. Whatever Vasir does is up to her. She's gonna kind of not
She's
bend
gonna
down
go find-
to Valis because Valis is not that much shorter than her. She's just gonna be like, come here, come here, come here. I'm gonna fix this. Ready?
Okay. Yep.
On the count of 3. And basically before Ellie gets to 1, it's on 3. Ellie pulls to reset it and cast Cure Wounds.
Oh, brilliant. That's so sick. Is that how you do it? You pull the nose? Okay, I'll keep that in mind for if I
My
break something.
grandma has done it.
Sorry, that was
She-
very jazz hands.
My dad's breaking his nose 3 times.
She literally broke her own nose and then set it and was like, it's fine.
Oh my
Okay.
god.
You and your
Wow.
blue-skinned bitches going to the medical bay.
How much do I get back from the cure wounds?
Ellie.
Sorry, I was checking my modifier. You get 9 back.
Oh, sick. He doesn't need to go to the medical bay.
Okay, sick. Okay, well now you have no excuse. So, Valis, as you get that back, you're like, feel reinvigorated. Your blood is still there, but you are no longer in pain physically.
He opens one of the bottles and douses his face with it and rubs it all clean.
It stings like fuck, but it does the job. So, Valis, smelling like. Let me just hang on a second.
And I
Give me a
get my
moment.
guns before I leave.
Yeah. Fuck, you can't do that again. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hang on. You smell like. Hang on. Spin the wheel. The type of alcohol.
Wyvern whiskey.
Oh god, you smell like gin.
Oh,
Sorry, Lily.
is that the most expensive one he has?
Yeah, he's got some really nice gins. He's got a couple of sakes, rice wine, you know. It's really nice. That one was for drinking. So the gin was for pouring. So, what are you doing?
Alice doesn't want to go home. He walks behind you guys really slowly. He's just like,
Valis, quit trudging your feet. Let's go.
Mhm.
I don't want to go home.
Are you too drunk? Do I need to carry you?
If it was anyone else, I'd say yes. But I won't put you through that.
Through what?
Carrying me. I stink.
I don't care.
Look, I think it's better if I meet you guys in the morning and I just spend the night in a bathhouse because I think that'd be better.
When you kind of lead the troop through the streets, you can see Dawn is still quite a few hours away. Valis will be by himself for a long time.
She's just standing there like death stares, just. Are you scared of going back home?
He looks really defeated. His usual kind of like swagger is somewhat diminished.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't really think that Yanel will want to sleep beside me tonight. And Look, I'm an adult. I'm actually older than you. He points at Erwin. So
Erwin, whilst he may be older than you in years, your sixth sense, because in this world we all have a sixth sense to see who is similar in age. Your sixth sense tells you that he is mentally younger.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to make the decision to just give Yanel this night.
And you can. Which is why I'm going to watch you tonight.
You want to come to the bathhouse with me? Is that what you're saying?
No, you're going to come back. And
don't
I'm
want-
going to keep an eye on you.
I really don't want to come back. Ellie, you
You will
really-
cause, more stress if they know that you're out. If you don't want to hurt them even more, just give them some peace and let them know you're safe.
It's not my
I'm not.
responsibility.
But
How?
you need to look after yourself as well. Just stop whining and come back. I've had enough of this now.
I mean, we could stop at the bathhouse first if we all want to shower. But, yeah, we are.
There's also a really nice, like really nicely done up bathhouse, conveniently attached to your house, Valis. Just in case you forgot, it's like a really nice space for all of you if you wanted to hang out, have a glass of wine, shower, but also go home. So convenient. But that's a detail that's there now.
He is so reluctant as you drag him home. He just walks straight into the bathhouse.
Okay, you guys.
Can Erwin drag him back by his ear?
Yeah.
What the
Just
fuck?
be like, right, stop complaining, we're going. Just kind of grabs his ear and just like, you have a
What-
bathhouse at yours. Come on.
Okay.
You really need a
You guys
bathhouse.
go back to the house, walking part way to kind of walk off some of the alcohol. Using the key left you when you unlock the gate and all head in. Bathhouse, first stop, fresh towels. Spray him down, dunk his head, wash his hair, and he's out again, fresh and good as new. And if anybody else wants to shower publicly or privately, do not mind. Do as you wish. But regardless, you all end up refreshed, ready to head into the house in some fluffy, comfy robes and slippers. And when you guys head inside, there's a jug of water and some food left out for you on the kind of kitchen island. Some spicy koftas, leftovers from the night before. There is like a little container with a like glass topper that has something hot and spicy soup in it, with some dumplings on the side, and it just says for soup, so they don't get soggy. And then that's it. If you guys want to eat, you may eat.
Valis will eat.
You need to fill that stomach. You're full of alcohol.
He puts
Ellie
the bottles
will
inside of it.
Mm-hmm. Ellie, it's the best soup you've ever had in your fucking life. It's like when you bite into the dumpling, there's soup in it. It's so good.
Betrayed me, Ellie. You betrayed me. We could have stolen at least 6 bottles.
Your nose was broken. I had other priorities, like food and shower.
You saying my nose is only worth 3 bottles?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how much your nose is worth. It's attached to your face.
Genuine anthropological question pitched by Ellie just then. It's going to plague you for the rest of your life. How much is a nose worth? Should you go via a museum to collect specimens of different noses and put them on the market and just see? Who knows?
Noses don't really fossilize
Who
unless they are
knows?
beaks.
Nobody knows. Sorry, that was a genuine. I am
What if they
interested.
tickle the noses?
How much is a pickled nose worth in not Baldur's Gate, in D&D?
I don't know, but it's probably a delicacy in some cultures.
Oh my god, Yuan-Ti culture, pickled nose.
Can I
I
imagine
don't. It's like I feel like eggs are definitely a thing in Yuan-Ti culture.
Definitely eggs. Definitely eggs.
Yeah, I know. It's really funny. Ellie eats things that I would definitely not eat.
Fantastic. So, as you guys finish your food, you head up.
No, Valis is on the kitchen table. I'm going to sleep here.
Mm-hmm.
You guys do your head up. Toodaloo.
Erin will leave and just kind of hang out behind the door.
Ellie's
For
gonna have a
sure.
shower and then go to.
Okay, Valis, there is a sofa which you can sleep on if you'd like to.
I think he probably makes a bed on the table.
Okay, on the table, you move the food aside, you make a bed,
Yeah.
and you just kind of nestle.
It's really big. He needs a really big bed
Mhm.
because of the way he sleeps. So I think he cleans the table.
You're going to regret this in the morning, Lily.
Yeah.
I mean, Valis.
Bundles up his clothes that he was wearing, uses it as a pillow, and just falls asleep there.
Fantastic.
Okay.
Well,
Erin-
if that
Erin
is
will
how...
just- yeah, Erin will just roll her eyes and go to bed.
Okay.
Boys.
Boys. Okay. And you guys can all take the benefit of a long, long rest. And you awaken.
Ah.
I wanted to give the next ambiance which is the Rosy Morn Monastery ambiance, because I was listening to it as I wrote the
Ooh.
details.
We put it in the chat.
I am going to put this in the chat, correct?
Mark, can't believe you-
Malik, I can't believe you've done this.
Valis!
What an interesting choice.
Valis's punches do no damage.
I wasn't thinking about punches. Okay.
There's the question of, is it actually, like, if you start a fight with someone who you know you can destroy.
Yeah. So,
Whose fault was it?
indeed. Well, regardless, you wake up. And first of all, I'm just going to let you know that Oran comes to all of you before, as you kind of awake, just to let you all know that they're going to meet Roland in town to connect with some of their former traveling companions who may be able to provide them with a new caravan or replace some of their equipment. The colleagues work at, interestingly, they work at a circus, which has come to call on the outskirts of the city.
Circus. You always go to the circus.
And obviously, you know, Vasir went as well. But that is just information now that you guys know.
Because on Valis's palm, he has to go.
Information that you guys know. So if just to explain Anna's absence for today. But you wake up. Erwin, did you go to sleep in your room, the one that Yanel gave you?
Yes.
When you opened the door last night, you would have found Yanel in there.
Oh.
And you can either top and toe with them, or there's a spare bed in the main room which you could sleep on if you'd wanted to.
There's a massive day bed and a hanging pod bed in there that
Mm.
aren't being used.
Oh, I'll go into the massive daybed.
Massive day bed, yeah, it's great. Okay, great. So you guys all wake up to the smell of cooking food coming from the kitchen. And Valis, as you're on the table, you kind of like groggily come to, completely like head throbbing from your hangover, and you just see a blonde, white-haired head bobbing around the kitchen.
What?
You say what?
What?
And the figure turns around, and you just see Yanel putting plates on the kitchen island.
Valis just bumps his head back onto the table.
Mm-hmm. Mm. They don't say anything. They just put the plates down.
He kind of props his chin up on the table. He's still lying like on his stomach. Do you want me to get off the table?
I want to put these on the table, so yes, please.
He kind of rolls off.
Looks down at you on the floor.
Do you want me to help with the plates?
Do what you want. I don't mind.
That's kind of directionless though.
Help me with the plates, Phyllis.
Okay. He helps them arrange it around the table.
You can see that despite the fact that it's breakfast time, they're already ready for the day. They're wearing a black tunic, some white trousers, some boots. They have a sort of Shah symbol around their neck. Their hair is kind of pinned back in a cowl just to keep it out of their face. And they just say, Valis.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember when you agreed not to do that in front of me?
I agreed.
I forgive you. It's fine. I would rather pretend it didn't happen.
Look, he really kind of struggles with himself and leans back on the table. I don't really know what to say. I agreed not to do... we're not seeing each other. And yes, in hindsight, I didn't really think anything through. And I was kind of acting on impulse. I didn't even know you were there because I thought you'd left the room with other people.
To go speak on your behalf, Valis. Plead your case. That's why I left. Would you have done it if I was in the room?
I don't know. Okay, I don't know.
I'm not trying to cast blame. I just want to know.
I'm sorry that I have upset. If it helps, it won't help, will it? But I wasn't going to take it any further.
Yeah. Yeah. I just sense a pattern. And makes me wonder, makes me think we aren't on the same page. Maybe.
What page do you want to be on?
I just feel that maybe there's a future. I want to believe it. It's very hard to. When you keep hooking up with other people, intentionally or otherwise, it makes me feel very hopeless. I just would like a little bit of, maybe to change pace a bit, a little bit of hope would be nice. Just anything other than what I have right now.
Valis kind of looks like he's deeply considering something, which is very rare for him. Is there a mouth?
Is there?
You looked up like,
Oh, no.
you know, have you thought about maybe, I don't know, during this time, seeing other people? I just don't think I can give you what you want or need right now.
Is this for now or forever kind of thing? I just want to say that if I really hurt you that badly, that it would lead to this. I'm sorry. And I did try and fix things, but you weren't there, and it was really hard to get hold of you. And I understand that sounds silly, because it was hard to get hold of me in that time after my parents died, but I would just very much like to try. Being friends first, I said, when I moved here. But friends first means that then
Can I help them?
you can, yes.
Okay. As you know, kind of does that spiral, I think Valis kind of loses his grip on the table, steps forward and just hugs them.
I always thought friends first implied something else later. I think maybe I should have said that out loud. And if you don't feel the same way, then maybe that was my mistake. I don't want you to see other people. But you're going to anyway.
He kind of holds their face and like leans back so they're looking at each other. I just don't want to. He kind of looks upstairs like, I really hope they don't come down soon. I really don't want to disappoint you. And I think I'm going to keep disappointing you, as I said before.
It's not all you.
But
People disappoint each other and they can get past it.
But, you know,
We've fought before and it's never been permanent. We were always, even when we broke up, we saw each other so often. The feelings were there still. I said as much.
I think it's good that you have these friends. I know that I know Erwin spoke to you. I'm glad you have a friend.
Last, I meant more like when we broke up, we were still, there's still something.
Because you just have, look, when your circle is small.
You think I love you because I have no one else?
I just want you to experience more of the world. I'm not saying you see other people. I'm just saying I want you to make friends and.
You said see other people.
Yeah, I suggested that, but I just want you to have better experiences that aren't with me, because I mean, at the moment, the people that I'm involved with just turn into horrible versions of themselves. And I don't want that to happen to you.
You're my better life, Valis. This is my better self. So what does that say about me?
I don't want to change that. I don't want to change you. I want to see you playing with Spidey Bear at the table. You and Erwin being weird in the corner with your tea. I want to see you, I don't know, building fossils with Ellie. I know you guys haven't spoken that much, or singing songs with Oran. And the more people that we have in our lives, especially people that I'm hoping we can work with going forward, I want to see you with people who aren't just me. I think that's good for you. Because what happens one day when, I don't know, I fuck up so irreparably that you never want to see my face again? Or I die.
That won't happen. I'll bring you back. It's possible. I've seen it happen.
Yeah, but I'm saying, what if it does happen?
I'll bring you back. I'll know it here. And I have money, I have skill, I could bring you back.
You can't bring some people back.
But I can't believe your soul would be willing to be parted from Droll or me. You would never fuck up so badly that I wouldn't want to see your face. I said this to you when we broke up. And I'll say it again, because it's still true. Valis, nothing you've done is enough to make me hate you. But maybe you're right. But if you say that you're going to see other people, I don't know if I should.
I'm not going to. I've never. Right. Everyone has the wrong impression that I am dating other people. I'm not. People get the wrong impression.
Because Malik told me when Malik said you were seeing each other.
Yeah, well, Malik's a piece of shit. So. No, that's unfair.
Okay. I think I understand where things are. I'm going to go out. I'm meeting someone.
You're meeting someone?
Yes.
Who?
Just someone.
Come on, you're monitoring all my movements. Who are you meeting?
I'm meeting a cleric who has treated me. He's going to give me some advice and some help.
A cleric of Shah?
Well, what does it matter? A cleric is a cleric. They've just been helping me, so.
Valis lets go and steps back. Right. Okay.
Do you want me to bring you anything?
No, I'll meet the others for breakfast then. You enjoy yourself. Have fun! He turns around and starts plating up food. Breakfast, everybody! He bangs a pot.
Okay, you guys come down. When you hear the pot back, I get the impression maybe you guys were waiting behind the door, just kept saying, just give them another minute, just give them another minute.
Erwin definitely was. She was going to come and be like, good morning, and then just, just like, in her like satin and flowy.
Oh my god!
Thing.
Ellie was actually upstairs and comes down with a new little friend.
Yeah!
Another little baby.
Yeah, it's the little baby called Snack.
Snack! The amnus. I can't remember what it's called.
The Dimorphodon.
Dimorphodon. I'm so wrong. I was like, Amnosaurus. Okay.
And
well,
yeah, his name is Snack. He walks like a vampire bat, and he does the toucan. He does the pelican thing. I kind of imagine him being like toucan sized, like somewhere between a toucan and a pelican. And he does the pelican thing where he tries to get his beak around things to see if he can eat it.
Okay, so Valis, the pan you're holding, bang, bang, bang.
Yeah,
he holds it up.
You just kind of get this like mouth, like this like creature just mouthing on things, and then like when he realizes he can't eat it, just like letting it go.
That's so fun.
Does it eat food?
No, this is Snack. He doesn't realize he's Bones yet.
Oh. Hi, Snack. He holds the dangling snack up.
Snack will see your face and just go, nah.
No, he flicks at Snack.
Okay. As you guys are plating up for breakfast, Yanel puts on a short, like, traveling cloak and just says, I'll be back in an hour or two.
Mm.
Okie dokie. Should we meet here or like somewhere else?
If you guys need to go out, there are some spare keys in the dish by the door. Please
I'm
feel
going to
free.
make the funnest plan ever today. We're going to have such a fun day.
I'm looking forward to it.
Erwin just gives Janelle a look of like, okay.
They shrug. I'll bring back cake and tea. Later. Head out the door.
Guys, I think we should go to the circus.
You're going to go without them?
I think we should leave a note for Yanel, and they can join us there.
I feel like there's some weird energy in the air, and like, I don't get it.
What do you want about?
Ellie doesn't know how relationships work here. if you recall from episode session, I rewatched the last session twice.
Valis picks up
Third.
snack and is like, "This is the weird energy. This is what you're thinking of," and jingles snack. That's the weird energy.
Erwin, am I crazy?
Yes.
Uh,
No. That's
Okay,
gaslighting.
well, maybe I
Not
am.
crazy.
But, like, there's something weird going on.
Erwin says you are not crazy, Ellie. In response
You
to
are
that?
not crazy.
Cool. Appreciate that. Thank you.
So glad we established that.
Mm-hmm.
So, circus, peanuts, elephants, clowns I can shoot, jesters.
I don't think
Tight
you're
rope.
allowed to shoot the clowns.
You're always allowed to shoot the clowns. That's the rule.
Mm.
I know.
I feel like I'm gonna have to start, like, taking everything you say with a grain of salt.
Why?
You don't already.
I hadn't been, not really, no. Granted, I feel like maybe I might have gotten into less trouble if I had done this before.
That's so funny.
Well, I'm sure both of you totally agree with my plan, right? You can say no, but I'm going to assume it's a yes.
Do you want to lay out the plan?
We go to the circus. We have
Okay,
a
but
super fun, amazing day.
I need a
And you know-
translation from the, like, magic guy. And
You do have some
I
stuff to do.
think Erwin had... Did you have other business with the magic guy?
Valis, something interesting is you do recall a strand of hair, which I forgot about until just now, just in case it's ever something you wanted to... It just feels weird in your mind. Magic Guy has business with all of y'all's, if you want to...
Also, cash monies to go pick up.
You do have... I'm so glad you remembered that, because there's some great stuff with the cash money. You can spend it in town. On
As
whatever
you're
you want.
saying that we have to go visit a mage and a bank and all this academic stuff, Valis just puts his head on the table and goes, "Guys,
We can go to the circus once we pick up Yanel after our errands.
the point is that we go to the circus and we tell you now that we had an amazing time without them, and then they feel really bad for going to meet with the cleric of Shah. Obviously.
Okay, but why should Yanel feel bad about going to see another cleric of, like, their deity?
Because Shah sucks.
That's your opinion, okay.
No. Shah objectively sucks, man.
How are
She
you,
But, like,
leeches out of people.
how are you backing up that statement?
Yanel follows Shar, so, like, there's gotta be something good about Shar.
I'm gonna tell you something, Ellie. You remember Yunel used to be pink? What color are they now?
Like grey.
Gray. I'd say, like, a...
Mhm.
I don't really have a word other than, like, medium gray.
Mm.
And, I don't know, shot in the dark here, no pun intended. What do you think that's connected to? Guesses? Come on.
Changeling stuff?
Okay. So, you're now following a god that makes people really sad and empty and lonely, depressed. And are you getting a hint for why they might be grey?
So why are you grey, Valis?
Yeah. You
I'm
can't just...
imagining the like face from the sloth on Zootopia, like
What's your excuse?
I'm a drow. I'm not grey, I'm purple. I'm not even purple, really. I'm more like brownish purple. That's really mean. I'm not grey. They're grey.
You know what I mean. Not physically.
I am a delight. So, Yanel is going to visit a sad member of the sad church. And this is a bad thing.
But maybe the person can help them feel less sad and more like...
you guys could always
By leeching their soul and their happiness and their pink.
They're pink. They took their pink.
They took their pink.
They slapped the pink right out of her hair.
Right. If you want to go into town anyway, I think we should follow them, you know. I think we should see where they're going.
Okay.
And then you can see yourself why it's a sad, 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 sad church.
Okay. What do you think, Erwin?
I think this is an invasion of privacy. Can't say I'm not interested in what they're getting up to, though.
It's fine when Yanel is handcuffed to me and everyone's in my business, but I suggest that we follow them for their own safety. It's an invasion of privacy.
Also, I just need to point out the irony of Ellie. Maybe I should take what Valis says with a grain of salt. Immediately goes along with what Valis says.
Yeah, great idea. Okay, are you guys doing this? Because they have left.
I can track them.
Okay, you are a scout. That makes sense. You doing this?
Get dressed, people.
Okay,
He
you
stands up.
guys put on your civilian clothing.
Erin needs to keep an eye on Valis somehow.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Ellie's
So
already dressed. It's not
brilliant.
that much difference. It's more like Ellie puts on like a shirt and pants and is still not that covered up.
Slay. Titties are out.
Erin runs upstairs and she's like, "What the fuck do I go to a temple?"
You come down in the most beautiful fucking dress, I bet. Like, ooh, char-coded. It's got little moons on it.
You just said back.
Yeah.
So, you guys are the worst. Is the music playing? But you guys are the worst, most ragtag group of scouts you've ever seen, except,
Quiet.
of course, Valis, you have,
Why is it so quiet? It's just ambience, it's not music.
Oh, I sent you the wrong one. Never mind. It's fine. Sorry, gang.
During Yanel and Valis's moment, the music got so like dramatic. I was like, "Oh,
Oh my god, actually, I'll slay. Anyway, it's fine. So,
Valis pulls up his scouting hood, only his eyes are visible. He's like, serious business.
guys, you step out of the house into the upper east side of Calcariat, where all the rich people live, and all of them stare at Valis because he looks like he's about to rob them all.
He's got his guns on his back. He's like,
Yeah. A couple of
I
them
know,
go
I'm
over to
good.
the guards and point at him, like mumbling, but it's fine. You guys are all good. So, make me a stealth check, and Valis, make me a survival check.
do I make also a stealth check?
Yes.
oh what's it called?" Ooh,
19 for stealth.
that is the best thing ever.
Do I need a stealth check for my critters?
Yeah, unfortunately.
24 for stealth.
24, that's sick. You disappear.
Natural 20.
Erwin, you never existed.
No.
No.
17 for survival.
You fit really well into this beautiful district with your beautiful clothes. 17 survival, okay.
This
And
is what the
Ellie?
20 looks like on this die. It's just like little lightning.
Hotties.
Nice.
Lightning. I was like,
I
"Oh
love
my god, what's that? 20.
Oh my god, what's that?
19.
What's this?"
19.
Critters are.
Do you know what? Sorry, unless you've already rolled them, I think what a good rule would be for the critters, unless they're going off to perform actions by themselves, they can take your rolls. Just so you don't have to do multiple, and if you don't want to.
Abby Normal is also a 19 because Abby Normal has better stealth and better perception.
Brilliant. And how is Snack?
Snack?
Snack.
Snack rolled a 13 and has what is your? I need to learn where these things are on my sheet.
I get you.
That's fine. I'm going to just say you guys
Yeah.
start making your way downtown.
Snack
What
doesn't have
is
any.
it?
Oh, Snack has a bonus, the same bonuses for stealth as I do, so all good.
All good. you guys sneak up, and through some creative jogging around obstacles, through crowds, you do eventually see Yanel. They are walking through the crowds, and they make a few stops on the way before they reach whatever it is they're going to. The first place they go to is a little shop. It looks like a jeweler's shop. It has some beautiful pieces laid out in the windows, and you see it is run by a slim, like kind of light-haired elven individual who greets them warmly. It looks like they've met before when Yanel enters. And Yanel passes what looks to be a jewelry box over to them. And says, you kind of watch from outside, speaks with them for a moment. And the jeweler kind of picks it up and holds it in their hands and examines it, and then just passes a few words pass between them. You can't quite see what it is that they're getting appraised or examined, but you can tell there's a familiarity. You get the impression maybe Yanel's shopped from here before, or
Make a perception check.
Yeah, investigation check.
12 plus.
Plus.
Can I not do a perception? Because I'm trying to see.
You're trying to investigate something you've already seen.
Can I assist or also roll an investigation check?
You may also, if you'd like to. The result has been called, so an also is fine. Oh shit.
What? What?
Nothing.
What?
I just realised this is a bad idea. It's all good.
Ellie's is a 15.
15. Okay. You having a look.
We pop over the window, so just like.
Mm-hmm. You see them passing what appears to be a Sharon symbol or a similar religious symbol over to this person and having them have a look at it. And at the end, it takes about 2 minutes for them to look it over. And at the end, takes it back, puts it back in their bag, and grimaces and just nods, and then moves on. And exits the establishment.
What's that?
You say, "What's that?" to Ellie?
Yeah.
Having some sort of Sharon symbol looked at.
It doesn't look like anything they wear. What?
Well, they took it out and put it back in their bag after a couple minutes of looking at it.
You carry on.
Alright.
The next stop is for the cake and the tea. Picks it up, carries it alongside. And
Imagine we get slightly delayed because Erwin also stops to get tea.
100%. You guys sip tea.
I was like, come on.
Mhm.
Erin's like feeling bad, so she's just like guiltily drinking tea, like we should be doing this. Just like staring at Palace, like.
He's like, faster.
And you, as you sip the tea, you manage to catch up with Yanel. You guys have like a newspapers in front of you as Yanel has her own cup
We're
of
just
tea.
a really weird trio.
Yeah.
Of, like,
This is really funny. I can't wait to draw out of this.
do, 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 do.
And
We're not really Pink Panther yet.
The next stop they have it looks like they're running a few errands. They do move down towards the docks, and you see them move towards a ship. Now, the docks here are a bit unusual compared to usual docks. These are floating markets. And the floating markets are semi-permanently moored ships, which lower their planks to allow customers to walk in and out of them, trade on the ship without the people on them having to unload their wares. It's very common, as Kalkan is known for its markets, merchant trade, and it is a very rich metropolitan area, so much goes through here. And there is plenty of jewels to be found. Everything here is astonishingly beautiful and interesting. You see magical items being sold. You see spices, ice cream, popcorn.
Can we get popcorn?
You can get popcorn, yeah. Popcorn that's kind of covered in like a salt and butter.
Everyone's just staring at the jewels like, oh.
Silk and fabrics that
Magpie.
are silk and fabrics that have been wound in bolts.
Probably some fossils.
Fossils, 100% from far off places. That Ellie you get immediately distracted by. Snack just tries to put everything in that maw, in that vicious skeleton maw that draws a lot of looks. He's like, ah! And pelicans are fucking vicious. I know he's not a pelican, but they look bloody vicious.
I think pelicans are hilarious.
They terrify
they are
me.
hilarious.
They
But
eat pigeons.
Well, they just put things in their beak, but sometimes
Yeah.
they can't. Like, they just carry it.
they have this
Like,
impulse
whoops.
to try and like
Totally.
put things in their mouth. That it's
Including
like a
bird.
toddler. Don't you put it in your mouth?
Right. Oh, so
There's
funny.
just like a little like a skeletal mage hand that just follows like Snack around and
Yeah.
just taps him on the beak. No.
Sure. Okay. They head towards one of the ships, which looks rather elegant. It has a black oak body and fold up sails. It looks weather-worn but well kept. You see Yanel pass a gold piece to a dockhand and ascend into the ship. And that's pretty much as close as you can get without any magical or
Valis like smiles the Grinch smile and leads him to Ellie. You know you could send Abby normal in there. No one would notice her.
I certainly can.
okay.
We're gonna bug you now.
Oh god. Oh no.
Shrimp is bugs. Sorry.
It's bugs.
It's bugs. We're not going to the circus today. God damn it! I spent weeks preparing this bloody circus.
But we're playing again on Tuesday, so we might
That's
go to circus on Tuesday.
It's true. Makes sense
We
to
can
go
have
in.
our bard.
This is true.
Yeah,
They
we're
are-
going to the circus of the bard.
Yeah. Right.
Oh,
Meow, crusty boy. Right. You are going to send Abby Normal in. Abby Normal's stealth of 19. They can carry that over. You can see a little bolt hole that they could sort of burrow through, a porthole window that is opened, in which you might be able to see what Yel's up to. Do you want to send them in?
Yes, I would.
And do you
Ellie's gonna be
See-
like, "Hey, Valis, just gonna go use their senses for a minute."
Okay, you go boom, and you project your mind into that of Abby Normal, and suddenly you're a tiny flying shrimp. As you fly over
Suddenly you're a tiny flying
shrimp, D&D is great. You fly over to the porthole that is all wide open, and you make your way inside, and you see a couple of small cabins. Yanel has descended into the lower level, which is sort of like the bowels of the ship. It seems to be a passenger ship, but it's very nice. Expensive, probably, but it seems mostly that they're visiting someone here, someone who has come along to Kalkan, and they go into one of the rooms, and you manage to just slip in as they close the door. And as they close the door, you hear them say, hang on, I've forgotten this person's name. Chotomate Kudasaru. Shoshomachi Kudasai. Ima, kono hito no namae o sagashite imasu. Dare. Don't know where I am, or who I am, or why I do the things I do. Right. Their name is... Yes, there it is. Goodbye, Kay.
What did they say?
I semi-delayed. Yes, here we go. Okay. Right. Are you going to see this entire scene and then relay it back to everyone? Or are you going to say it as it's happening?
I think Ellie will convey it in kind, their general like jilted or not jilted, like stilted kind of shorthand kind of.
Yep.
Like
okay, we'll fix it in post. I see you. So you can convey what you need to convey.
Y'all are getting the play-by-play. If you need clarification, it may have to wait.
Okay, for sure. So you perch on the door and you hear Yanel's voice call out and say, Master Varric, thank you for coming to see me. I'm sorry that your journey was so long. I didn't realize you didn't believe in teleportation. And Master Varric, who appears to be a cleric. He is seated at a two-person table that is squashed by the bed. That is clearly what he has been using. He's made it perfectly well. There is a small altar to Shah on the table, but it's been set up with a cup of what appears to be black coffee with a few sugar cubes on the side. He is a pale man with dark hair, brown eyes. His hair is kind of very shortly shaved, and he is wearing the vestiges of a cleric, simple and unadorned. He carries with him a medicine kit. Other than that, you don't really see anything unusual about him by any means. And the man just says, no, I'm pleased to hear that you are well, at least. But I have heard some concerning updates from my fellow clergy, and I thought it would be worth checking in person anyway, seeing as I've been seeing to your sickness for so long. And just sits and says, I appreciate the attention. Honestly, though, I'm sure as you've read in my journal, more that I would like to discuss than just my prescription, if that's okay. And he nods and he says,
Prescription?
well, let us start with your prescription. You have stopped taking the water. That much is clear. And Yanel just nods and says, my suffering has felt rather distant these last few weeks. I thought maybe it was time I eased off. That and sharing a house with people makes taking the water quite difficult. So anyone could come in and disturb me. And he cuts in and he just says, are you ashamed of your lady? And Nell says, no, of course not. She loves me and I love her. It's just that I at the time I thought I didn't want to be on it forever. So I just thought it would be best if I tried seeing how things were without. I, though, don't necessarily think that my suffering has eased. So I'm wondering I might start taking it again. And he pulls out a small kit with a few vials of water, or it looks like a clear liquid, and passes a few of them over to Yanel. And he just says, you are new to her faith, so I can understand your doubts. Most who follow her were born in the Night Singers congregation. Well, it's your choice if you take it. If you do, then take it at least once a fortnight. but I can tell there is more that you wish to discuss, as you said. I've been your personal cleric for this past year. What is it that disturbs you so? Valis, you said you want something you want to do.
Well, if Ellie is relaying all of this, he looks really pissed off.
Mhm.
And he is kind of itching almost.
Okay.
He'll listen a bit more, but he looks very much like he wants to go in and punch this guy.
Okay. What are you going to do?
He'll wait a bit longer.
Okay. You're going to wait a bit longer?
Yeah, but he's not happy.
Yunel just says, I just feel like I've been having bad days again. Oh God. What do I do?
Go on, Emma.
Hang on a sec. Can I just have 2 minutes just to decide whether or not I should do this right now? I'm going to go to the loo. I will come back.
You can call Valis' dad if you think he's misbehaving. Discipline your son.
So Yunel looks up at the cleric, and I am just going to give you guys, obviously, a trigger warning. This game deals with mature themes if it's not obvious, but if there are ever things that come up that make you uncomfortable or things you would prefer not to discuss or just be present for, you can always step away, turn off your camera, turn off your mic, and I'll let you know when to come back with a message from Facebook. But there may be some mention of obviously depression, self-harm potentially may come up. It depends on how long Valis lets them talk. So just to keep that in mind. If you would prefer not to listen to that, you can turn off your cameras and you can just back off. And it's all good. No one worries. Okay. As Yunel looks up at Master Varric, he just says, I don't... Picking up one of the files. I don't want to take this forever. But I do recognize that some of my days have felt as bad as my worst ever days. And Master Varric leads in, and he just says, if you take this as directed, you will enter the benighted state eventually. Sorry. Your face. Look, if you're struggling to attain the level of physical preparation that you need, stop making those faces. This is serious.
Reaction.
Okay, I'm going to put my little thing over you so I can't react. There are ways we can assist you, and Yunel just says, I have tried. It just seems wrong. It seems wrong because there is someone I hold very dear. His father suffered with thoughts of hurting himself, and I just feel if I if I take this step, I just don't know if I'm going to be comfortable with that, and maybe that would disappoint my lady, but I don't think it would. She loves me.
Val starts loading his gun. You guys see him sit up and start like putting the ammo in.
I
Maybe
did.
Ellie doesn't, but Erwin definitely does.
The best I could do was hold a blade and take my horns, but they come off anyway, and they will come back.
Emma,
Yeah.
I'm going to send a message.
To who?
Gerard.
Oh shit. Okay.
Because
You messaging your dad?
Yeah.
Daddy's coming to town.
he takes out his sending stones as he cocks the gun in one hand. He's like, hold on.
Right, hang on a sec.
You've done this.
Yeah, why did I do this? It's 11 o'clock in the evening.
You've done this.
The circus! I have a list of food you can buy there, guys. You don't understand. It's
And
fine.
that list will be there for next time.
We'll
So
go
funny.
to the circus next time.
Yeah, the circus is already pre-prepped. We don't have to worry about any of
What
it
about
till next time.
Coins. What about the
In-
bank?
In
Anyway,
the next
it's all good. Okay.
episode.
It's fine. Okay. So, Valis, you
Next time
reach
on...
out to you reach out to Drum.
Did
What
either
would
of you
you
speak Undercommon?
Ellie only knows swear words, and Ellie is tuned into the other conversation, so...
You have no idea what he's doing then.
Oh, it does not.
Okay, you don't know what he's saying.
No idea.
He runs his thumb over the stone, the biggest stone on the circle, and he calls Gerald,
Mm-hmm.
and he just holds it up and is like, Dad.
Okay. Oh, Gerald. I missed him. He appeared in the previous campaign that we played. So nice.
I would say
Valis.
Gerald was Aylin's potential favorite NPC.
Okay. Valis.
I need help. It's, they're hurting themselves.
Serena's not here.
Just for a day.
Okay. And the line goes dead.
Right, Valis stands up. Right, I'm going in. If you have a problem with that, too bad. He starts walking into the ship.
Does Valis, try to pull Ellie out of the listening in?
You need, because they're catatonic.
Yes, he will. Actually, no, because he doesn't want resistance. He'll just tell Erwin. It's up to her if she goes with him or stays or tries to stop him or does anything.
Or, shakes Ellie to bring them out of this state.
He's walking.
Erwin, are you joining in on the patrol, or are you going to? What are you going to do? You guys, what are you doing?
Wait. So what's happening? What's happening?
Valis is going to the ship to potentially shoot a cleric.
You don't know what he's gonna do.
I don't know. After calling his dad for help, and Ellie is catatonic because they're looking through the eyes of a shrimp.
Okay, yeah. I'm just gonna.
You can shake him out of it.
Yeah, she's gonna try and grab Valis.
Okay, so you
Grab Valis.
grab Valis.
Strength contest.
I'll shake him out of it.
Oh no, grab Ellie. Excuse me,
Ellie.
grab Ellie.
Ellie. Okay.
So Valis, you're gonna go.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
can I try and stop Valis?
Okay, you want to stop Valis and shake Ellie. So you shake Ellie. Ellie, you can tell something is wrong, and then you try and stop Alice.
Okay,
Strength
yeah,
contest. So roll a d20, add your strength modifiers, and see
strength,
who
oh.
wins.
Goodness gracious.
Goodness gracious,
15.
not your strength.
My
I know you're a
strength.
wizard.
Oh wait,
I know
strength.
you're a wizard.
Can I oh I can roll it on here. 18.
Wizard powers. Okay, you get in the way.
What was it? What'd you roll?
15.
15.
Haha.
Valis, what do you say?
Just put my dice down now, do on here.
In the politest way possible. Please move.
What are you doing?
They're making Yanel hurt themselves. So I'm going in and I'm going to stop it.
By doing what?
Yeah, what's
By
the
being
plan?
very convincing.
Yeah, what's your plan?
My plan is to get Yanel and get them out of that. And confront them and tell this guy where he can stick that vial.
The dockhand who is kind of policing the plank looks very curiously at you three as you're all having an argument right by the ship. Looks like he might be about to come over.
Could this
What are you
hurt
doing?
you now more?
Yanel's hurting themselves. Did you not hear that? They cut off their own horns. Erwin? Okay?
Yeah, that's pretty.
Metal.
Yanel's will grow back. Mine won't grow back.
Regardless if it will grow back or heal, that is
Yeah.
still awful.
Legit.
See, Ellie gets it. Do you want to leave them in there? He's making them-
I agree it's bad, but is rushing into this now going to be good for their, I don't know, their mental state?
Okay, so do we wait for them to come out?
and leave them
Yes.
in there with Greek?
We wait for them to come out.
We need to protect them now. You are wasting time.
Mhm.
If you hesitate, he's going to shove past you.
I would like to send Snack to trip up the dock worker.
Slay.
Are you going to stop him, Eowyn, or is you going to let him go past?
She's gonna let him go past.
Okay.
She's just
Okay.
gonna do this.
Snack is going to make a sleight of hand check. I think the dog worker thinks, what a cute dog, and like starts appearing like briefly distracted, and then the moment they get close, like, ah! And then can they just give me like a sleight of hand or a dexterity check?
Okay, so dexterity is a +3, so that's a 15.
Okay, great. You beat his roll on the dice, and so he just goes blah, blah, and falls prone.
Yeah,
And
like
he gets up. I assume you guys rush past.
Abby, I'm sorry for arguing with you in character. I love you. I'm sorry. I hope you feel okay.
Yeah, I'm alright.
Okay.
My brain's just like, just, what do you do? Like, Inel's gonna get upset if you show up and know that we've all been following them. And
Well, we're going to carry them out of there.
Okay.
but then they can't keep hurting themselves. Ah.
Yeah.
Physical pain, mental pain. It's just pain.
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 yeah.
Can we
You can get on board. As you rush past, I'm assuming you're all breaking stealth at this point.
Yes.
Okay. He looks back as you rush onto the ship. He's like,
Ellie
Yeah.
is actually trying to
"Whoa!"
Ellie is tending that situation, like keeping the dock worker occupied,
Oh, okay.
running
He's like,
interference. Like,
"What are you
oh my
on about?
gosh, Snack,
Oh,
stop!
what
You-
the
please."
waste, bitch.
like trying to like get Snack off of this guy's shoes.
Okay. Right. And okay, distracted by that, I guess he wouldn't see Erwin and Valis run onto the ship. So as you're trying to get him off the shoes, maybe just a little performance check just to make it convincing. Or deception, you can choose.
Oh my god, my dog!
Oh my gosh, my dog! What
Yeah.
a strange...
Oh my gosh! Don't worry, he don't bite. Yes, he do.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do.
What's he doing? Why does it have so many teeth?
You don't bite.
You don't bite.
Okay, that is either perception or performance and deception are the exact same, so it is a 16.
16. Okay, I think I'm going to say he believes you. Because he rolled a
Ellie-
14 on his insight, and Ellie is good. Nice boobs. He's like, no, he's not. We respect women, unless I'm a
Sorry,
lady DM.
it's his first day out. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, just totally fine. Erwin, sorry for objectifying your character.
All good.
Ellie
Ellie would use it. 100p.
Fair enough. Erwin and Valis. Did you guys realize I could finally say your names different now?
Yeah.
Erwin and Valis, you guys rush onto the ship. Assuming you're going straight down there.
Yeah.
As you
Oh my goodness!
as you rush down
It's
to
a bad idea. It's a bad idea.
the lower level, you hear a "Ah!" like a yell, sort of almost like a scream from where Yanel is.
Right, Valis speeds up
Okay.
and bangs down the door.
Okay, you crash down the door. It is not locked.
Yeah.
And inside you see a shadowy figure looming over this balding man who has slumped back in his chair, is bleeding from the nose
What the fuck?
and completely passed out cold. And Yanel is just cowering on the chair like staring up.
Here, you know.
Valis, your daddy is here. As
Oh, it's Gerald!
you see Erwin, you see a tall, sort of 5'10", slim twunk build, like very strong looking arms, sharp features, a man with kind of like dark brown skin, short brownish black hair, sort of fiery red eyes, and the shadows kind of cling to him in a way it's very unusual. You've never really seen it before. He is wearing all black, and a kind of like has like leather trousers, thick boots, knives strapped along his legs and at his shoulder blades, and armor.
Level 17.
Armor which kind of seems to resemble a spine curving up his back as well. And he is standing over this guy, and you just see, just staring at him. What are you doing here? And then looks over at Valis. What are you doing here?
We're saving you.
From what? My doctor?
Yes. Let's go. Goes over to you now.
Why are you here? No, what is...
Picks it
He
up.
hit him.
Yeah.
You can't just pick me up, Valis. They're going to wriggle too. Valis, please put me down.
Throws it down over his shoulder like a sack of potatoes. Come on.
I'm not that light. I have a whole tail. I don't understand how this is possible.
Cleric strength check.
Yeah, you may. They got a 2, so...
Hold on. What is that?
Erwin, get him to put me down, please.
15.
Erwin.
And when she was like, I'm sorry, I've already tried.
You can't be controlled.
You can't control this child.
Valis,
Like, I'm sorry.
he's going to take me back to the fucking Messiah. Will you put
No,
me
he's
down?
He's not.
Why else would he be here?
I asked him to come. Come on, let's go.
What? And
me.
then you guys file out, and from behind you, Gerald quietly
Gerald.
closes the door.
Yeah.
No.
Oh.
Are we finishing the job?
No. I don't want to be a murderer. Come on.
I'm
Good job.
curious. Okay, thank you. Are we bringing anything?
Are those vials around?
Yeah.
Valis stomps on all of them.
Okay. I'm just going to see if he has anything valuable on him.
Fair enough.
Okay. And he kind of starts shirking the body, and comes out with a little leather satchel, 50 gold, and some healing potions for you all. Yay! As well as one intact vial of the stuff.
I carry you now onto the docks.
Valis! And they just kind of are thrashing. Seriously, put me down!
Stop.
What are you doing?
Taking you home.
Why? How do you even know I'm here?
Sets Yunel down. You cut off your horns?
You were listening. Why were you listening?
Because we were worried. Same reason you follow me around. But suddenly it's a completely different situation when you're wandering off to talk to people who want you to do this?
Stop. They just go very quiet.
What were you doing?
They don't say anything.
We're going home. As soon as he looks over at Ellie, as soon as Ellie's done mesmerizing that dockhand.
No, that's very weird. I didn't enjoy that, guys. I really did enjoy that, actually. I would like to take that back if I could. If I could take what just happened and put it back in my head, yeah, I would. But that's okay, because this is a safe space. I apologize. Ellie, Grace.
We little rewind, and there we go. Ellie's like, okay, I've got to go. I found my shrimp. I lost it.
Great. What? Okay. Oh, I didn't recognize these guys going on the ship. And he lets you all leave, mildly confused. And you guys all march back towards the house.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just going to say you guys arrive.
Mm-hmm.
Sit Yunel on a sofa.
Yep.
And I don't know what you wish to do from here. So Yunel is very quiet.
Valis and Doral, I'm guessing, just standing there with their arms crossed.
Doral says something to you in Undercommon. Valis, he says, they're hurting themselves.
Yeah. You know that they're following Sean.
Of course.
Yeah, that guy made them cut their horns off. And they were talking about shit with a knife, and I don't like it. I don't know what to do about that.
Okay. I don't really... There's nothing we can fix in one day.
Yeah, but now they're not talking to anyone.
Mm-hmm. Zarina's in Kalkan.
What?
She's looking for you.
Me?
Yeah. And, I actually was looking for you. And,
Yeah, well, we're going to stay right here.
Okay. I would love to know more about where the fuck you've been. But, regardless.
Oh, yeah. He turns to Ellie and Owen. This is my dad.
Yeah, looks like you.
Yeah.
Mm.
This is Doral.
Mm-hmm. And I know you, points to you. Your name is Erwin Forsberg. Your husband died a year ago. You live with his two parents. You frequent an antique shop in Erasia. You attend the Founding University of Akrieri. You have a fondness for tea. Or so I have heard.
That's not creepy at all.
No, it's not.
No.
It's my job. Pleasure to meet you again, Erwin. Ellie, I don't know you.
Ophelia. But I guess
Mhm.
Ellie works. We're friends, kind of, maybe. I'm Valis's friend. Do you want us to go?
No.
Am I in trouble?
Am I in trouble?
No, we should have witnesses just in case something happens.
What happened?
One of you stand by the door, and one of you stand by the entrance to the upstairs.
Okay. Should I take notes?
Yes. That would be good.
Sure.
Wonderful. He sits next to Yunel. Yunel is just being very quiet. I assume you're feeling like anything you say now will be used against you. I think I'm going to promise you that is not the case. I'm not here to take you back to the Maasai. But we do need to have a conversation. And Yunel just blinks, nods, looks at Valis.
Do you want to have this conversation in a room, just the two of you? Because you clearly weren't saying anything to me. Or them. Droll can debrief us after if you don't feel comfortable having an audience.
Droll says, I think that's what's going to happen. Okay. And he takes them to a separate room and has a discussion with them then. And they are gone for about 25 to 30 minutes.
Valis just goes over to a wall,
Mm.
thuds his head against it, and goes, fuck.
A shrimp flies by you.
We could have gone to the circus. You know, could have come to the circus.
We should have gone to the circus.
I don't know. I feel like this information is probably good to get out of, so that there's not more hurting.
I know.
Mm-hmm.
I know. However, Erwin, your best friend is in Kalkan. So, oh my god, definitely here to see you and party it up. Should be so excited. Right?
Owen, university is in session, just so you know. Nobody wants to see Serena.
So wait, Serena's in town. Is that what
Yeah,
that
Serena is in town.
I'll make everyone pancakes whilst this is happening.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want help?
Yes. He just storms into the kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
Help. Yes.
Mm.
Do you guys like
After-
chili in your pancakes?
You have hot honey if you want some.
Nice. Gonna get some bacon.
We can make some
And-
savory pancakes with
Yeah.
Oh my god, stop
Very
it.
savory.
cabbage and shrimp.
Oh, yeah, I want that so bad right now. With like a black vinegar and soy sauce mix.
Although I imagine they make that for themselves, and for Erwin, Valis just slides over this fruit stack of pancakes with a little flour on top.
Mhm.
Yeah, I want fruit. Like, all the fruit, all the strawberries.
Yeah.
Amazing.
So I already know you so well.
After about 30 minutes, Droll emerges without you now.
Should they be left alone?
They'll be fine. I have tied them down.
Oh.
They weren't hysteric or anything. I just thought I should, to be safe.
Normal reaction.
Well, hello everyone. My name is Jorel. I'm pleased to meet you. I'm Valis' father. I work at the palace. I am the personal assassin, attendant, etc. of the kings. The king.
Do you want pancakes?
I'd
Yeah.
love some pancakes, thank you.
We got pancakes.
He takes a bite.
You want a pancake?
You're all Unel's friends, I assume. I feel this information is relevant to all of you as well then. Yes, they have done what you have said. They admitted it to me. They explained why they did it. Valis, do you recall when this happened?
When did this happen?
After you slept with Malik the first time and they walked in on you. He's giving you a look like he already knows.
Yeah, it wasn't a good day.
Mm-hmm. Okay. For them and you, I assume. Brilliant. Well, so long as you avoid any activities which might cause upset or harm,
How can we regulate that?
you could come to a Shissel. I wouldn't be there. I have to be at the palace. Zarina has been increasingly absent. Or you could go back, bring them back to the Maasai.
We're not doing that.
You may have to, Valis.
That'll make everything worse. They hate the Maasai.
I never should have left it in the first place.
I fundamentally disagree.
God damn it. well, those are your options.
And if we go to Ish'Isol,
You go to your father, your other father.
you know, I cursed him with a drink the other day.
I do that every day. It would mean helping them. It would also mean a goodbye to freedom.
For me?
Ellie, he ran away from home with Yanel, so. And he is unwell, as I'm sure you know. Ish'Isol would be good for you. But we're not here to talk about you. We're here to talk about them.
Exactly, it's not about me.
What say you two, then? What do you think we should do in this situation?
I mean, my parents are in Chisel, so I see no reason not to go there, but
He looks at you like a traitor.
I can literally go anywhere, but preferably not back to Afrana.
See, nobody wants to go home.
Well, my family's not at home anyways. It'd be weird.
My family is right here.
I don't doubt that, Valis. I think you want what's best for you now. I am not, thanks to Serena, I am not free to help them. So, if she goes back to if she goes back to the Maasai, maybe I'll have some more time to dedicate to them. But as it stands,
So we need to convince Serena to stay in the Maasai.
it is obviously more complicated than that. I can't leave the Maasai if she's not there. She's the crown princess, you see. And the king is unwell. Requires a lot of care. My hands are tied. Yanel was supposed to be there to look after them.
Yeah, but Yanel's didn't really sign up for that job, so
They did actually sign up,
didn't really know what it would entail.
I suppose.
He leans in. Considering Loran kind of put a lot on them, wouldn't you agree?
The kings have done what the kings have decided to do, and it has happened now. Words of wisdom.
Abby wants to wrap up.
Yeah, that's fine. I think that with that in mind, Joel would say you have your options, and I'll leave the ball in your court.
Well, Valis looks to the group
And I think you guys can decide what to do
on Tuesday.
on Tuesday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds
Not at
good.
all the session that I prepared, other than the wake.
Oh my god, yeah.
But still pretty good. Thanks, guys.
Alright.
I know you need to go, but I will be messaging and debriefing everybody with details if I've promised you details.
Yeah.
I'm very excited.
We could have gone to the circus!
No,
We'll
Benson.
go. We
We'll
will
to the
go.
circus,
Circus.
at
We
some
don't
point.
want
Excited, guys. Everyone at the circus is really interesting or hot.
We
Okay.
don't want hot. Oh no!
Hot men, Abby, waiting for you. Yeah.
No,